Mega Man X Episode 6. That's how you know it's gonna be good, right? 3 weeks ago, the space colony Eurasia was taken over by Sigma. Sigma hired a mysterious Reploid, Dynamo. Dynamo led the Eurasia into orbit toward the Earth, thus beginning the tragic Earth crisis. Maverick Hunter Zero, taking the Earth's destiny into his own hands, one Reploid made a crash attack against the furious space colony. It was a successful attack, and the space colony was destroyed. But although the Earth was saved, the huge explosion seriously damaged it. As for the battle against Sigma, oh yeah, that J-Rock. X and Zero defeated Sigma and narrowly escaped with their lives. However, only one would return from the battle, a blue light, X, still gripping a familiar saber in his hand. 3 weeks later, at present. There is so much pollution on the ruined Earth from the explosion that the Reploids can barely work. And a man is. Oh man, all the stuff that's in that intro. For one, saying that X and Zero narrowly escaped their lives when one of them clearly did not. Zero's dead. That's not a very well-written sentence. Also, yeah, X's ending completely retconned. What was it, like 2 years later or 3 years later? That X's ending said at the end of X5 when he had the beam saber and he was like looking towards the future. Yeah, that's now like 3 weeks. So, goodbye plans to end the Mega Man X series. Let's make another one in like a year and push it right out the door. This game's options has game level, game speed. You can, extreme mode is back. I won't be touching that. God knows how hard I might find this game after X5. That was a disaster. Actually, you know what I'm not seeing in here? The ability to turn on or off voice acting. Now, I might be crazy, because I know this game does have voice acting. It's the Japanese voice acting, in fact. This game has Japanese dub. But I think like in the collection for PS2 and GameCube, they might have taken it out or something. I remember playing a version of this game where it didn't have voice acting. So maybe it was in that. Anyway, I'm going to be a filthy, filthy, dirty cheater right now, and we're going to enter the code to get the ultimate armor for X. Now, the way I see it is that after I gave it to him at the end of X5, and the fact that he uses it in the fight against Zero, the way I see it is canonically he should have it, right? So I'm going to be a filthy cheater and give it to him. I believe the code is left 3 times and then right, so. There we go.
一体何が起こったんだ。コロニー落下は阻止できたと聞いたが、これでは失敗したのと同じ。滅亡を免れただけ良かったとでも言うのか。それだけじゃない。何かが起ころうとしている。この胸騒ぎは一体。これは何かの破片だな。ここで激しい戦いでもあったのか。一体どれだけの人間やレプリロイドが犠牲になったんだろう。待ってよ。これはついに完成したぞ。この冷静な僕があまりのことにおかしくなってしまいそうだ。いけない。これからなんだ。今までこの僕の研究を理解すらできなかった奴らを、そうこの世の下等なレプリロイドたち全てを僕のもとに服従させるために。できるぞ。レプリロイドだけの理想の世界。僕が全てを支配する素晴らしい世界が。
X X 目を覚ませ X 今はお前しかいないんだお前が戦わなければ誰が戦う早く目を覚ますんだ X
詳しいことは後よ現場に急行して
Wow, that fantastic Japanese dub. It's got nothing on our fantastic English X4 dub, though. Can't hope to compare. Yeah, there's the ultimate armor. Most of the mechanoloids became Mavericks. It's been a long time. Stay alert, X, it's been like 3 weeks. I'll be fine since I have the armor and Saber. Now, he's not actually referring to the ultimate armor, he's supposed to be referring to the Falcon armor. The Falcon armor is what you get to start this game with as the default, just like you get the Force armor at the start of X5. But the catch is that the flying ability, the quote-unquote dash function, is no longer in the Falcon armor, so you can't fly around. Alright, anyway, I will stop the mechanoloids. Okay, go to the entrance of the ruins ahead. But screw the Falcon armor, I got the ultimate armor. And I will try not to spam it too much, I'm not gonna like just Nova Strike my way through the game. I just wanted to use it as like a more all-around armor. Okay, you see the little exclamation point at the bottom right? That is the place of Alia's usual navigations from X5, but instead of just stopping you and interrupting you, they become little exclamation points, and if you hit select, you can hear what she says. But fuck that, right? Also, yeah, X has the Z-Saber, he can only do the big swing with it. It is a nice touch, though. Like, I suppose the best thing to do would have been to just leave the X series at 5, but I suppose if you're gonna make an X6, this is the right thing to do. However, from this, after this game, in the last 2 games in 7 and 8, he no longer has it. So the plan was, I should have probably mentioned this towards the end of X5. Look at these loser Reploids that need saving. There's a big mechanoloid beyond here. Anyway, the plan after X5 was, again, to end the X series, and then the Mega Man Zero series would take over. And Mega Man Zero is great. I can kind of see how they would connect a little bit, though there would be like some question marks about what happens in between them. Eventually the Zero series and some of the later sequels, there's only 4 of those games anyway, but like in maybe 3 or so, it does a better job in like text explanations of saying what happened between the 2 series, because there's no like hard link game that like bridges the gap, but they at least tell you, they're like, okay, here's what happened and around when it happened, and here's how the world became to be what it is. So it's better than the connection between the classic series and the X series, where it's like, make a guess. It's whatever you want it to be. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? Yeah, that thing's entire gimmick is just hit the ball with the Z-Saber. Nani? Zero, what are you doing here? Man, this game takes some crazy artistic liberties, doesn't it? There's all kinds of weird stuff in this game. Zero? I knew Zero was doing this. Who are you? Hi, Max. I am called. I'm investigating the Zero Nightmare. What? Did you say the Zero Nightmare? What are you trying to do? What is your connection to the Zero Nightmare? What about Zero? You are behind this. You are dangerous. I'll dispose of you. So this is Hi, Max. And this is reminiscent of trying to fight Vile at the start of X1 because you cannot win this fight. You can lose, however, and you don't want to lose. So just avoid all this junk. Alright, that's it. This is as far as we can go. Maverick Hunter, not amazing. We will destroy the Zero Nightmare. You are not wanted here. Keep out. I could not inflict any damage on him. Hi, Max. The Zero Nightmare? Did I dream about Zero? What is happening?
地球上に残ったレプリロイド諸君、すでに知っておるかと思うが、今各地で不可解な現象が起きている。我々はその現象をナイトメアと呼ぶことにした。それは人間っていうところの夢、いや悪夢に似た幻をレプリロイドに見せることによって混乱させ、ひどい時には暴走を始めたり、自らをデリートしてしまうこともある。先のスペースコロニー落下事故により、地上に残されたレプリロイドも人類もあとわずか。もうこれ以上犠牲を出すことはできない。今度こそ地球存亡の危機に関わるであろう。そこで事態を重く見た我々はナイトメア現象の謎を解明すべく疑いのある8つのエリアに調査員を送り込んだ。何せナイトメア現象はあの名を馳せたイレギュラーハンターゼロ、彼の亡霊が原因であるという情報もある。
なんだって、勝手なことを。
待って X、 最後まで聞きましょう。
さて、ここで勇姿を募るとしよう。我々と志を共にする者たちよ、力を貸してもらいたい。この8人の調査員のもとに集え。我々の目的はナイトメアの撲滅、そしてゼロの亡霊を消すことである。未来のため来たれここに。なおこのハイマックスが調査員のリーダーとして参加しておる。我らのところに来れば身の安全は保証しよう。イレギュラーハンターもレプリフォースも今や壊滅状態。未来は我らと共に自らの力で守ろうではないか。待っているぞ諸君。
ふざけてる。ゼロのことをそんな風に。みんなを救うためにゼロは命を懸けて戦ったのに。
今は何を言われても仕方ないわ。事実、ゼロの姿をしたナイトメアが目の前に現れたのよ。私たちも調査する必要があるわね、ナイトメアの正体を。今はアイゾップやハイマックスのことは放っておきましょう。
疑いのあるエリアって言ってたけど、一体どんなところなんだ。調べられないか、エリア。
ダメだわ、激しい電波障害が起こっていて、ここからでは調べることができないわ。な
ら乗り込むしかないな。
直接ナイトメアに触れることができるかもしれないし、さっきの調査員っていうのも気になるしな。
ナイトメア、危険が伴う任務になりそう。正体を突き止め、被害を最小限に抑えなければな。奴が言っていたように、これ以上レプリロイドを失うこと許されない。 X、 とりあえず一度戻ってくる。
了解。直ちに戻る。
We are now beginning our mission to check the 8 areas that Isaac has sent investigators to investigate the nightmare phenomena. But considering the situations of the Maverick hunters, you are the only hunter who could accomplish these difficult missions. As we've lost Zero, you are our only hope. Can you do it, X? I'll do it. I've just obtained the report on the nightmare areas and the investigators sent to the areas. However, the details of the situations in the areas are still unknown due to bad radar transmission. Also, in case any changes occur in the nightmare area, I'll show you by a red signal. It is difficult to predict what the changes are though. That's okay. I'll know when I get there. I will discover what the nightmares are and what Isaac's intentions are. Don't push yourself too hard, X. Remember, you are our only hope. Roger. X. What is it, Alia? Nothing. Just be careful. Some Reploids may accept what Isaac says is true and come to the nightmare areas. If you find them, secure them and then send them to the hunter base. The Reploids you have rescued can be surveyed here by pressing the R1 button. And if you obtain any items, I'll process them into parts you can use. You can equip the parts with the L1 button. Good luck, X. Oh boy. So in this game, you can save Reploids yet again, but unlike X5, there's a finite number of them. There is 16 for every stage, so whatever 16 times 8 is, I'm not good at multiplication off the top of my head. So if I were playing this game alone by myself and I wanted a perfect file, I would make sure to get all of them. Now the trick here is that getting them all is not as simple as it sounds. Not only do you have to obviously find them, but they can die. It's the worst. There are enemies in this game, nightmare enemies, whose sole purpose is to latch onto Reploids that you can rescue and like convert them. It turns them into enemies and then they're done. You either kill them and they show up in the registry as dead, or you leave them alone and leave the screen and they show up on the registry as missing. So getting all 16 Reploids in all 8 stages is a pain in the goddamn ass, and it makes me have a big resentment towards this game, especially because I know there are a couple that are like, they're just there to fuck you over. They're just there to like be like, haha, good luck getting this one, stupid. It sucks. On top of all that, Alia said that should there be some kind of weird change to a stage due to the nightmare, that she would indicate it in red. I've played this game for 15 years. I could not begin to explain to you how the nightmare works. I have no idea how it works. Sometimes stages will like change. They will have new effects, new obstacles. And I don't know like the rhyme or the reason of how it happens or why it happens, if it's the order you play the stages, I don't know. And sometimes like certain areas or items can only be obtained with the nightmare effects in place. It's really weird. This game's confusing. All that said, I would like to start off here at the Laser Institute. So again, you have the option of picking the Falcon Armor, Naked X, or the Ultimate. Let's continue to use that Ultimate Armor, at least until we get this game's new, 2 new armors. Shield Sheldon. Now this game doesn't suffer from the weird X5 problem of someone taking liberties to give them terrible names, but some of the translations are off, I believe. One in particular is like really weird. Thank God I don't have to answer alias stuff there anymore. Okay, so there's one Reploid. Every stage has its own like unique Reploid design. So you see that guy just killed this dude. He's one of the ones that goes after the Reploids. So they're always like right next to them. Those enemies also drop little blue orbs, as you may have noticed. Those are, they're kind of like little collectibles. It's hard to explain what they do. They're nightmare souls or something, and the more of them you have on your character on X, the higher your hunter rank will go up, which allows you to equip more things. So unlike X5, your hunter rank is not tied to like how well you play stages, but how many of those souls you collect. So I believe like the max is 9,999. So it's a grind basically. Like if you want to have the ultimate hunter rank, just grind out obtaining those souls. Which of course I did as a kid, and I regret it. Damn it. Gotta get you guys out of here. Okay. Oh, thank you for dropping health. Alright, let's do this. So the door I just opened is actually the boss. The stage is over, but you'll see that there's another path here. So this game has branching paths, and I wanted to go through this one. So we will go to the alternate version of this stage. Yes, there are alternate versions of every stage, and you will see what lies at the end. So it's going to be a while. Like, going the alternate route is a much longer trek than the normal route in Sheldon's area. Which is like kind of why I feel like they wanted you to go like take the alternate route in this stage. It's because it's so enticing and it's right there next to the boss door. Come on, buddy, shoot your laser over here. Ah, you came back. Alright, here's where I'm probably going to use my first Nova Strike. There we go. So I just saved 2 Reploids and we got ourselves our first Dr. Light capsule. I'll give you the data for an armor program. Obtain all 4 so the armor will be complete. Now this is not the armor that they thought you would get first, therefore Dr. Light doesn't have much to say. I believe I know which stage is the one where Dr. Light will actually have a unique conversation tree that kind of talks about what's happening in the game. And yes, there are invisible platforms. Try not to do that too much. Alright, get the heart damage boost. And through the portal we go. This is usually what happens in the alternate paths and stages. So X should be like, where the hell am I right now? We hit select. What is this place? What am I supposed to do next? He doesn't even have contact with Alia in this location. Okay, that's a pain. And getting these 2 guys is going to be tough, so watch me die trying to get both of them. Jesus Christ, I didn't even come close. The hitbox on those spikes is a little weird. Didn't I seem kind of low to get killed right there? But whatever. This might be another Nova Strike. God damn it. This might be a Nova Strike cheese area. Where I can just, if I get the right angle with the Nova Strike, I can just dash through and get both of them. Oh my god. Why is this so difficult? The other thing, the perk about saving the Reploids is that they are how you get parts. So unlike X5 where I had no idea like how it is you got certain parts or whatever. Oh my god. Maybe I'm doing this completely wrong. Now luckily, game overs don't mean anything in this game, just like X5. If I do game over, I'll just start right back where I've been starting. Why is this so difficult? I know that you can get both of them. I know you can do it. Oh, you know what it might be? You might have to damage boost. Damn it. The stupid floaty got in my way. The most useless feature ever to be put on this armor. There we go. Alright, just get you. Also, should you kill one of those nightmare guys with the tentacles and leave the blue orb floating in there mid-air, he'll actually regenerate. Alright, so let's see what's beyond this boss door. Let's get this out of the way nice and early. I found you at last. Let's fight together to retire the Mavericks, just like we used to. Fine. The first subject to be retired is you. So you've become a Maverick. I was worried that you might. I'll retire you personally. So this is the Zero Nightmare. Also, his attack pattern right now, the types of attacks he's using, are reminiscent of the Maverick version of Zero from X5 on the bad ending route. Also, very fittingly, his weakness is actually the Z-Saber. He doesn't like to be hit by it. Oh, there's his good Giga attack. Got to cutting it close here, but gotcha. And that does it for the Zero Nightmare.
ちょっといない間に俺も落ちたもんだ。こんなおもちゃと一緒にされると。
ゼロ生きていたんだね。
X だって生きてるじゃないか。だいたいシグマごときにやられてたまるか。そうだろ。
探したんだ。データ反応もパーツも何も見つからなかったから。だから
心配かけたようだな。ダメージが完全に回復するまで身を隠していたんだ。その間にこのおもちゃが世間を騒がせてしまったようだがな。さあ、感動の再会はここまでだ。ナイトメアを何とかしないと本当に取り返しのつかないことになるぞ。
今レプリドイドが全滅すれば復興作業ができなくなる。そうなれば人類、いや地球そのものが危うくなる。
行くぜ X、 ナイトメアをぶっ潰してやろう。
ああ、今はみんなが力を合わせないといけない時なのに俺は絶対に許さない。行こうゼロ。
Oh man, there's so much wrong with what we just saw. Where to even begin with that? Oh, I found mysterious items, blah 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 blah. I got a bunch of stuff that I can equip from those Reploids. I know that you have only just returned, but I need to ask you something. Will you help X and carry out the missions? It is my job. I am a Maverick hunter. I have been away for a while, but I am ready to fight for peace. And that's it, Zero's back. Wow, what a troubling time that was. So now you see a couple of the Reploids maps are now red. So God knows what's going on with them. Alright, let's look at... Alright, I can't equip anything because I haven't ranked up as a hunter yet. And of course Zero gets his own spot as well. So back to the main map. Now we do have Zero, and that's important for storytelling and canon purposes. But Zero's got enough of the spotlight the last couple games. Let's keep using X. So Zero coming back. Like, what a... Like, this game was made in a few months. Like, this came out, like, less than a year, I think, after X5. So what a big middle finger to just be like, oh my god, it's over, Zero's dead. And just be like, nah, he's back. Thus, we begin the problem of Zero rising from the dead multiple times in this series. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, man. Also, like, the logic behind it's really weird, in that I hid myself while I tried to repair myself. Like, dude, we saw you at the end of X5. You were chopped in half. You only had one arm. You were fucking dead. How the hell did you survive that? Okay, here's Dr. Light's, like, first capsule. They intended for you to play this stage first. X, I wonder when peace will return. I wanted you to live in peace and in a warless era. But we must put an end to this nightmare. Forgive me. All I can do is give you this armor. However, for security reasons, the armor won't work until the 4 programs combine. Collect 4 programs to complete the armor. Now I will install a foot program of the blade armor. This program will enhance your dash performance and enable you to perform the mock dash. You can dash while jumping, and you'll be invincible. In the beginning, for the Earth, for the future. Good luck. I don't like how X doesn't say anything back, and the fact that that Reploid was just like eavesdropping in on our conversation that entire time. Like, Zero had a conversation with Dr. Light in X5, but I don't know if or when that ever happens with X. Get out of here, buddy. Unfortunately, these guys respawn. Okay, time to cheat big time. Usually you have to wait a while to get this energy tank in this Reploid, but Nova Strike. Okay. Now let me think. There's a trick to playing the stage optimally. I think I'm gonna have to die in a short while. So look, they put one of those guys literally right above Reploids. It's so mean. They're just fucking with you. Okay. Get you guys out of here. So I actually want to kill myself right now. This might be why they put that there, and it's dirty. Because once you go down there, you can't come back up here. I actually want to be up here. Can I get this with the... Yeah, I get it with the Nova Strike. Because I want to come up here because there are more guys to rescue. Oh my god, there's so many enemies. Everything just feels a little bit too resilient in this game. So look at this. Look at that bullshit! He's like a foot away from him. So there's the alternate path. I don't actually want to take it. So maybe, usually I think what happens is they try to hide at least a couple of the Reploids in the alternate paths so that you explore everything there is in the game. If I go to the top left, there might be someone over here. Yeah. That's what I thought. God, getting these guys is such a pain. Also, why those guys have to regenerate, I don't know. I don't know who thought like, oh, this enemy's not hard enough, let's just make him regenerate. There's another one. Thankfully, only the little sucker nightmare dudes can kill these guys. Other than that, everything else in the stage is a non-threat, I believe. Because it would be real bullshit, right, if like any little tiny projectile could kill one of these innocent little Reploids. Wouldn't that be horseshit if there was a game like that? Man, if there was, I bet that game would be a total piece of fucking shit. Just let that sit for a while, and we're good. Alright, our first investigator on behalf of Isaac and the Nightmare. You're the Nightmare investigator, Commander Yamark? Yes, I'm in charge of the Amazon area. 2-day shipping. Tell me, what is Zero up to? You must know something. Zero has nothing to do with this. Stop accusing him. I won't trust both the Maverick Hunter and Reploid researcher. I don't know what you're thinking. I won't end up being betrayed and deleted. I will delete you first. Not a smart decision there, Yamark. Apparently I can knock out his bullets with my own charge shot. I don't know if that's like a regular thing or if it's something that the ultimate armor can do. Either way, that was a very trivial fight. You can see that I have more health than he does. Mavericks in this game are not too strong. Also, when you beat the bosses, they give you like a big nightmare soul so that your count goes up significantly. So I'm up to rank C now. And I got the Yamark weapon. I also picked up some cool stuff. You will see that the green life up and energy up, those are not like chips you can equip. Those are the regular upgrades, kind of like in X5 when you would get those after stages or so often. And what happens in this game is that certain Reploids have those on them automatically. So saving the Reploid that has that life up or that energy up is kind of like getting a very tiny heart tank, and it adds up over time. Now, if you want to play the game as X and beat it as X, then this is not a problem. This is no big deal. But if you wanted to play as Zero, and you wanted to focus on Zero, you better make sure that you don't save any Reploids who give those life energies before you get the ability to play as Zero. I mean, if you want like a perfect Zero file. If you don't, then who cares? It's something I've done before, like in that Shield Sheldon stage. I've looked up which ones give you those like power-ups that only apply to the person that's saving them, and I've skipped them for the purpose of getting them with Zero.
報告します。早くも調査員が一人。
分かってる。例のイレギュラーハンターに倒されたのだろう。未だにいつ作られたかもわからないオールドロボットに勝てないのか。アイゾックよ、しばらくあのハンターを監視してくれ。は。それよりあの実験はどうだ。成果は出ているか。
すべては順調に絶大な効果が出ております。99.98% の確率でレプリロイドを陥れています。素晴らしい発明ですな。しかしハイマックスをもってすれば今すぐにでも地球上に存在する全てのレプリロイドを抑えることが可能です。現にあのイレギュラーハンターですらかなわなかったのですから。
ダメだ。もうしばらく実験を行いたい。引き続きデータの収集に当たってくれ。
かしこまりました。
ところでお前の探し物は見つかったのか。おそらくこの世には存在しないと思うが。
いやー、そんなはずはありません。私は見たのです。それに奴はあのぐらいのことで死んでしまうような ランクの低いレプリロイドではありません。
X といい、確かにしぶとい奴らだからな。生きてるかもしれないが可能性は低いだろう。
必ずや見つけ出してまいります。
僕にとってはどうでもいいことだ。お前の好きにするがいい。僕にはゼロの本体など必要ないからな。とにかく例の実験と X の監視だけはしっかり頼むぞ。
はっ。
So there's our main antagonist for this game, Gate, the one who found a weird thing at the start of the game. Oh wait, let me see if I can now equip something into X. The answer appears to be no still. Maybe you have to get to rank B. Also, we can look at our rescued list. This is the Amazon area, so I got everyone. Nice. If we go over to Laser Institute, I got everyone in there as well. That probably won't keep up. I mean, it's possible it will. I more or less know where all of them are. It's been a while since I played this game, but I've done it multiple times, saving all of them. So it is possible that I could. I'm just saying that should I fuck up and one of them gets like transformed, unlike, you know, my childhood or playing this game privately, I will not be reloading a save file to try it again. If it happens, then too bad. If it happens, it happens. So Ground Scarveach, our next boss. I hate this stage. This stage is terrible. I guess I didn't say it at the beginning, but I've said it in the other videos about the series. This game is not held in too high of a regard. Now there is the factor that it kind of came out in like an awkward period where people were satisfied with Mega Man X. They weren't really expecting another one. They weren't jonesing for it. And then Capcom was just like, oh, by the way. And at the time, back before Keiji Inafune ruined his reputation in front of the entire world and stole a bunch of money from people, at the time he had a solid reputation, and like, true or not, there was this idea that like, hey, he wanted the X series to end at 5. God damn it, I'm dead. Why is there an X6? And then X6 turned out to not be the greatest of games, so people are like, oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it? And so I think people kind of held it against this game for a while. Now, fortunately for X6, in terms of its like legacy and reputation, is it did not have to withstand being arguably the worst game in the series for very long, because X7's a piece of trash. But it's still not great. And we've only hit the tip of the iceberg. And this stage is one of this game's problems. So what we're doing right now, where you saw I like went into like an invisible totem pole or something, and I came into this area, and we have to deal with these flying dudes everywhere and whatnot. I'm probably going to use the Nova Strike here to get it across this gap, because like, fuck this. Just, there we go. Fuck all you guys. This is entirely what the stage is. I have to do that like 3 or 4 more times. There we go. And this entire area's like only enemy pattern besides the totem poles are these boulders and the tentacle guys. That is it. That is the only enemy types that are in this stage. It's really dumb. Also, give me the orb. There we go. Now, if I could get you guys to like float down here, that'd be great. Like, I know there's a Reploid coming up that's going to be in danger. Like, barely got him. Oh, this game is such trash. It's so dirty. It's so sneaky. So I just lost out on the opportunity to get that guy's soul. Oh well. Got a cool little sprite animation on the transition though, that was nice. Come on, get out of here, bird. That should be about the halfway point. I was about to say, one of these areas, and I believe it's this one, whoops, has the alternate path, the teleport you can go through. And they're actually, yeah, I should explain this as well. So I believe you go through like 4 of these little totem poles to take you to these alternate areas. But in total, there's more than 4 of these areas. So to see everything and save all the Reploids in this stage, you have to play the stage multiple times. And if your goal is to go through the teleport, you might have to do it multiple times to get to this area so that you can get this option right here. There's the teleport. So that's why I don't like this stage. Now you might think one of the advantages of a stage like this is that at least there are a lot of these, the tentacle guys means that, hey, you can grind out the nightmare souls relatively easily in this stage. You would think that, however, like they depopulate, the souls depopulate when you play the game. So if I were to come back to this stage right after beating it, and we went into the same areas we've been going to, and I killed the little nightmare guys, they wouldn't drop souls. I think eventually it happens. It might happen after you like turn off the game or something, I don't know. So there might be a way to like brute force it to happening, but it's not that easy. It would be way too simple, right? Can't believe there's grinding in a Mega Man X game. It's so stupid. Ooh, barely got that soul right there. There we go, that's what I wanted. Got both of them. There's also the matter of a heart tank in this stage, I believe, and we didn't go into the area that has it, so I have to come back later and look for it. If I remember to do it, that is. Damn it. Okay, I can stand at this very edge. This is such a pain in the ass. There we go. Oh, they dropped another health. Oh well. Ground Scarvich, you must be the burglar of the ruins. What are you doing here? Well, what have we here? Why, it's a Officer X. This is horrible. Why do I have to face someone like you here? Be a smart Reploid and give me the information on the nightmares. I'd rather just see what DNA data you have. Well, this isn't a well thought out fight. He's also not very hard at all. He's a dung beetle, I guess. I don't know much about what a Scarvich is. Just kind of seems like they wanted a excuse to have a boss fight that uses the stupid rope function. Yeah, the bosses in this game are not all that creative. Well, that's the fight. There's not much to say, really. There are 2 Mavericks down, and they haven't been impressive, have they? I'm up to rank A. Got ground dash. There's whatever Zero's attack is. Ooh, I got quick charge. I'm gonna equip that right away. I usually don't care about whatever the summary is with the boss. Alright, now let's actually look for that area we were just at. So you can see I missed a bunch of them due to this way that stage is designed. Yeah, put that quick charge in. And let's see who's next. How long since I played this game, so I'm having trouble remembering the order here. I believe it's the magma area. If so, then that's no good, because this stage is hard. Stage has a lot going on with it. At least the Maverick looks cool, right? This is Blaze Phoenix, or Heatnix rather. Kind of feel like they didn't have to get fancy with the name there. Phoenix is a cool enough name by itself. Also, the song is like on steroids right away. So the gimmick of this stage is fighting this enemy type as a mini-boss several times. You have to fight like, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these things. And you can see that they are actually tough. They take a lot of hits. Now, I could be just the worst cheater and start using the Nova Strike, but I won't do that. I will resort to using the Buster. This thing is more resilient than the 2 Mavericks we've killed thus far, which is kind of weird. I don't know, kind of speaks to the weird balancing problem this game has. Certain things are too hard, certain things are too easy. Because I kind of feel like a mini challenge in a stage shouldn't be harder than one of the 8 bosses. At least that's how I feel. You can see that like I'm in a dangerous position of actually dying here. Probably because my experience with this has been using the Nova Strike as a cheater. This is just the beginning of the stage. Alright, 2 down. 3 down. We're really close. There it goes. Just barely got through that. The stage has only begun. Okay, these little mosquito guys that follow you, I believe they're a nightmare effect. They appear in, I believe, multiple stages. They're best. God damn it, I'm dead. Thankfully, I don't have to do that big guy again. So just shoot them and they'll fly away eventually. Sometimes they fly in at weird angles and it becomes really hard to hit them. I just cheat my way and use the Nova Strike through the fire so I don't have to wait. Thank you, Reploid, giving me back the extra life I just lost. Come on. No, you don't, motherfucker. We've had a couple close calls, but we're still good. Alright, let me try this weapon we got from Scarbeach. Because I actually think it might be what does the trick. It does okay damage, I guess. Oh man, this is such a pain. I completely missed. It's so slow. Oh god, get my ass kicked. Oh, if you get hit in the middle of like summoning that thing, it cancels it out completely. Why is this stage so hard? God damn it. If I get hit again, I will resort to whatever I have in my sub-tank, because I don't want to have to do this over. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, let's use it. God, finally. Of course, you get nothing for it. You just get the right to proceed. There we go. Now, I don't know if I could possibly get up there. It might be possible with the Nova Strike. I can definitely say I know what they want you to do. I believe you have to use the blade armor to get up there. Or Zero's double jump. Like, I want to say it's possible with X. Like, I've done it somehow. But fuck it. We'll have to come back later. Can't spend 5 minutes trying to pull that off. Also, did you want to fight another one of these things? Because guess what? You're fighting another one of these things. I'm going to try using Commander Yamark's thing. God, this takes so much concentration. Son of a bitch. Oh, we did it. Barely. And you're rewarded for your trouble with an even harder section with another one. Yay. This stage is bullshit. God, X6. This is why no one likes you. Like, I'm gonna die. I'm so dead. Also, I like how the audio isn't a perfect loop. Good old CD quality. Give this another shot. Z-Saber's actually doing pretty well, isn't it? I need to be aware of what's above me. Because the reason why these nightmare dudes are in this area is because I believe there is going to be a Reploid. And of course, the nightmare will spawn right on top of it. I don't remember where it is. Because why wouldn't they be like 5 feet from each other, 5 inches away from each other? Okay, it must have been below me then. Also, this is horseshit. This is super unfair. That's super unfair. That is not fair. You know what? I think they intended for you to go through the bottom area. Notice how before we came through this route, there was a bottom and a top, and I went through the top. I had no idea how hard it could be if you went through the top area. Like, that's so hard that, like, I didn't even come close to beating him. So I'm gonna cheat. Fuck this. I'm not gonna waste several minutes doing that all over again with the X-Buster. I'm gonna use the fucking Nova Strike like a cheater. That's not fair. The fact that the fire is an insta-kill, that they put a tiny little platform and he just jumps up through the platform. But hitting the bottom half with the Nova Strike is really tough. You just gotta like get lucky and he falls into an area where it's possible. Like, kinda like that. And I have no sub-tank energy, so I might die trying to pull this off. There we go. I swear to God, if the bugs kill me, I'm gonna be so mad. Man, this stage is hard. Do you want to do another one? Yes? Lucky you. That's what you're getting. So fuck this. And now you're starting to see why I'm like, X6 not the best game. So what was that, 4 now? They make you fight. And of course this one just happens to be right before the boss. So stupid. And by the way, that's a lot easier with Zero, actually. Zero's Z-Saber in this game is wicked strong. Welcome, I've been waiting for you. You are strong compared to the others. I was bored, because there is no strong Reploid left on the ground. Although I was ordered not to kill. It's too hard, isn't it? You must be Blaze Heatnix. Brainwashing Reploids is lame. Don't you think so? Let's fight to see who's the strongest. He's gonna win immediately. Well, there I go. At least I made it to the end. I'm not looking forward to the fact that I'm gonna have to come back here to get the heart tank. I believe there's also well, there's a Dr. Light capsule on every stage. So we missed out on that as well. Damn it, I thought you were gonna go to my left. Haha, that does the trick, doesn't it? Sucks for you. Oh, that's 3 of them down. Man, what a crappy stage. Background looks cool though. I'm up to rank SA. So I should be able to equip something else new. And when I go back through stages again for the second time, you better believe I'm going to be spamming the Nova Strike. Alright. So the rapid shot. I hope that doesn't get away with my charge shot. I just think it makes your normal shots a bit stronger. And again, there's also the D barrier and the super recover. I'm gonna go with the barrier. I like the idea of being a little bit stronger, being able to tank more hits. It's key to my style, right? Alright, what is next? Must be the North Pole area. I would think, anyway. Let me think about it for a second. Huh. Yeah, I guess so. We can take a look at how many Reploids I didn't get in the magma area, which is like almost all of them. Jesus Christ. So let's see what the nightmare does to this area. This might actually be to my advantage. So I believe there's something in the stage that you can only get when the nightmare is in effect. Blizzard Wolffang. So the Reploids in this stages are dogs. I think it's one of the best things about this game. Unfortunately, you also have to wait for stupid little environmental traps like this ice falling. So that slows down the pace of the stage a lot. Also really sad if you allow the Poochers to be transformed into Mavericks by the Nightmare guys. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Get me up there. I like how the ice just confirmed to form out of nothing. Just stand here and you'll be fine. Oh my god. I can't wall jump off of that. Yeah, I kind of figured that I wouldn't be able to get past this point. There we go. No more uphill stuff, I think. Whoops. I'm dead. Man, I was gonna jump dash over that spot, but when I got hit, it canceled it out. Thankfully, they gave you the checkpoint. Oh no, oh my god. Oh, and of course you cannot wall jump on these pillars. Like once you fall over to the side, you're done. You cannot get yourself back up. Just play it safe. Alright, there should be fireballs coming out. So this is an effect of the nightmare. And this is actually good because the fireballs dropping down from the ceiling break a wall that would be right here, and Jesus Christ. Nightmare guy was going for my pupper. Thank you, Dr. White. So you can't access this area unless there are fireballs falling down. And thankfully the Nova Strike makes it to where you can make it across here. I think you might need the blade armor otherwise. This game's a pain in the ass without the Nova Strike. Like, it's actually used for traversal more than it is for killing enemies. Fuck you, he was going for the 2 down there. What an asshole. Look at that motherfucker going for this one. How the hell do you get these? I don't remember. Oh, I think I remembered how I was able to cheese my way up that area in the last stage. No, fuck you. Stop going for them. It's like terrifying, isn't it? You're like, no, not the puppies. I think doing this thing in mid-air is how I'm able to cheese out getting that getting up that area in the last stage. I'm gonna have to come back for you guys. Sorry. The blade armor will let me get up there for sure. The alternate path was also up to the right. Oh my god, this is such a mess. There we go. Hello, pupper. Oh, this is such a pain. Just gotta wait for this area to fill up. This kind of feels like a mean puzzle, to be honest. It's like they took away one of the best things about Mega Man X versus Classic. The ability to just frickin' jump on walls so that this kind of shit isn't a problem. Also, you may notice that there are spikes on these walls to the right. Like, they're really well hidden in the ice. It's kind of dirty. Of course, if these things land on you, it's death. Like that. Now, I could cheat this and get out a little earlier than usual with the Nova Strike. I'm trying to play this legit. There we go. And now time for some more nerve-wracking areas. So if you're standing in the area when it closes, you're dead. But thankfully, you can survive one of those. Oh, that was close. Oh, almost dead. Gotta save the Reploid dogs. Gotta save the poochers. Oh, I'm dead. Shit. I almost touched him. I was like trying to just barely graze him. Thankfully, they start you off right here, and I don't have to worry about all the other ones I already got. And I'm dead. Oh, I'm the best at the Mega Man X. I'm a pro. Speedrun tactics. Jesus. These are the deaths that you don't remember over the years. You think to yourself, man, I'm great at Mega Man X. Beaten that game so many times. Even X6, I played it tons. I'm the greatest. You forget all the times where you fucked up like that. There we go. Get me out of this stage. Are you the Nightmare Investigator, Blizzard Wolfang? Yes, I came back for this important mission. An error cost me my men, and problems for Gate. To add to that disgrace, Reploid researchers trapped me, and never mind. That's done. What's done is done. This is my mission. I'm sorry, but I will delete you, Maverick Hunter. This isn't even clear why we're fighting each other, but whatever. So a cool little detail is that some of the X's special weapons, at least this one, are reliant on the Z-Saber. This is a saber-based attack. Pretty neat. Interesting that they have Japanese dialogue for their fights. Gotcha. Not too difficult. Up to rank GA. Just got a cool Zero part. Even though we are playing as X, you can take the time to rank up the other character if you would like to. So you can get them both at UH at the highest ranking. It takes a bit of extra time. It's something I've been stupid enough to do in the past. Alright, so the middle slot in the rank ups is not for these regular items, it's for purple ones. The purple ones are special, you can only have one of each. I don't remember what Power Drive does, maybe it just makes you stronger for a while. But full life recover is like an extra sub tank, so I'll put that one in. Alright, what's next? How about, I believe it's the Inami Temple. This is also a very turbulent stage. Rainy Turtloid. What a funny name. God, I'm so glad I don't have to put up with Alia's bullshit. Almost died right off the bat. Maybe shouldn't have used that right away. Oh, well now she's gonna interrupt me no matter what. What? It's raining, but it's not normal rain. It's acid rain. It is cloudy in that area, but I can't detect any rain there. It has to be the work of the nightmare. What's your condition? A bit damaged, but still functional. However, it's strange that I've been recovering while I'm on this machine. I can't guarantee your safety, but it's better to use them if they are helpful. But I'm worried about the rain. Is there any way to stop the nightmare rain? So that's the goal of this stage, is sometimes it'll rain, and you gotta blow up these little blue eyeball things. Oh, check it out, there's a little Zero nightmare thing. I don't know what those things are. They're kind of like the... Oh, I just lost a Reploid. Oh well, she's gone Maverick. Now she's gonna shoot at me. Hope you weren't carrying anything special, honey, because you dead. You are super dead. Okay, you blow up the blue eyeball things and that takes the shield off these generators. And that's what stops the rain. And yes, the rain does hurt you, it is acid rain. Very slowly though. And now that I think about it, there's a special nightmare effect that happens on this stage sometimes. Watch it happen the second time I come back here later in the game to pick up what I miss. That makes the stage next to impossible to play. It is so hard. Come on, get out of my way. There we go. Now, they had a Reploid up there to be dirty. Get rid of you. Man, this stage is so much easier without that effect I was thinking about. This is a fun little section. Interesting thought to go with a rain effect. Just cheat and use the Nova Strike. I would not have been able to survive that otherwise. Interesting idea to go for a rain effect in a 2D game like this. Also, these like weird Zero Nightmare things that are chasing me. I know they sometimes appear in the stage we were just at, in Blizzard Wolfang stage. So yeah, stages are, again, not set in stone. They can have weird different effects depending on when you visit them. But if you're playing as Zero, then instead of Zero, they're outlines of X, and they're like light blue. Thank goodness that I did not miss one of those little blue eyeballs. Consider like getting to the very end of that area and the shield still being up because you missed one. That would suck. Alright, so there is a little cavern here, and I believe behind there is a Dr. Light capsule. There's a way to do this. It's gotta be damage boost. Oh, motherfucker. You might be able to get through there with a perfect dash, but damage boosting is so much easier. I can do it, I can do it, I can pull it off. I like had the perfect run that time too. I had 2 bats coming. So let's see if I get them to spawn here. There we go, perfect. Give me that armor, Dr. Light. Of course I'm going to die immediately trying to get out of this area. Unless you can perfect jump dash through here. I think it's possible, but it's like pixel perfect. Or maybe not. I didn't go far enough. Maybe with like one of the equipables it might be possible. There's an armor that lets you walk on spikes. I wasn't paying attention, but if that armor was one of the pieces that we just got, then it wouldn't help you in that situation. Also, this is a common theme, by the way, where you have to just freaking damage boost across areas. I had kind of forgotten that, to be honest. Whoops, fell down one too many. Someone, darn it. I need a damage boost over there. There we go, come here, bat. Ah, the heart tank. Oh man, I'm gonna fucking die getting back here and have to do this all over. Son of a bitch. That sucks. Perhaps if I was more in practice with this game, then I would have known where the heart tank is and gone for that first, knowing I was gonna have to do a lot of this stuff over. Alright, there's only a Reploid back here, there wasn't an eyeball. So, the heart tank was back there. Oops, haven't gone over here yet. Okay, that's the exit. They are kind enough to give you a little Healy doodad there. Okay, there's something back there. If I can get this bat to come over and damage boost me across, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. And now I'm gonna have to do it all over again because I have no way of getting back. Not unless I... Damn it. Oh my god. This fucking stage. And they know too. It's like, well, you're gonna get more lives from saving these Reploids. You don't have an excuse. Now's when I start using the Nova Strike just to make this easier because I've already beaten all these people once. I will check over there in a second. I'm still missing one though. Oh, it's this one. Great. I don't want to go through that, so maybe I do want to go through that. No, fuck it. Right? No. Yes. No. Great. God, fuck this game. Now we in Scumbag City, boys. And I killed myself. Oh, please end me. Please end my suffering. I've had enough of the nostalgia trip. Enough of the trip down memory lane. I'm ready to accept that these games aren't, some of these games aren't very good. This one in particular. Okay, just gotta get the one up there. Eventually I will have to do one of the alternate paths again. Well, if I want to get as many Reploids as I can, I want to do them all. But, I don't know. Guess we can. We can show off some of the stuff you get after beating the Zero Nightmare. In fact, I think I know the perfect one to try it on as well. So, damn. Brainy Turtloid, you must be one of the investigators of the nightmares. I've heard a lot about you. You have my respect. Respect? Then will you stop the nightmare phenomenon for me? Nightmare. It is the only thing that can save the future of the Reploids. What are you talking about? They have hurt us all. It is my duty to believe my master. My master was punished because of me, and yet he let me live. That is why. I'll do what I have to do, even if it means my life. Turtloid, I know you can understand. You know what you should do right now. X, I understand what you mean, but it's my duty. It's also my duty to eliminate anything that disturbs my master. X, my life is yours. No, I don't want to fight you. But you gotta. Wait, am I doing no damage? Oh crap. I might be doing no damage. Okay. Oh no, I did do it. I knocked one of them out. Might be easier to use the Z-Saber. Gotcha, right before they regenerated as well. Just in time. Let's see, I'm still at rank GA, right? That's where I was before. I want to take a look at the Reploid screen. Let's find the temple area. Where is it? So, death. Rest in peace, Natsue. Hope you weren't carrying anything good. Alright, we have, what, 3 left now? And, oh no. Oh no. It's time for the recycle lab. This stage is the worst. Oh, this stage is the dirt worst. It's so bad. Also, time for potentially bad translation. Metal Shark Player. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be prayer. Like, now granted, that's also very Japanese. Like, I don't think... Is prayer a word? Maybe it is. But, you know, like, he's a shark. He preys on things. Whatever. God, fuck this stage. Now, I don't know this for sure. This is just my headcanon, but the big mechanoid robot in the back with like the dangling hand right there and legs kind of reminds me of Sigma's final form in X5. But there are multiple of them, so who cares? Alright, the right armor will protect you for a little while, but you immediately have to get out. Like, why did they even put it there? Because it can't clear that jump. The entire stage is this. It's this big collapsing press ceiling thing. And it's just, the stage is slow and it's arduous. And getting all the Reploids in the stage is a pain in the ass. It's the worst. Anytime people are like, you know, X6 isn't that bad of a game, this is my evidence to say, like, no, it's pretty bad. This game is not fun. Because this stage is like so anti what makes Mega Man X fun that it's unbelievable. Also, I believe the alternate path in this stage has the biggest troll, like, the Reploid's gonna get killed moment ever. It's super dirty. I tricked you to coming over here and getting away from that Reploid, you stupid fuck. And it's the worst too, because like imagine, like, see how long this is taking me just to get through this first part of the stage, waiting for this thing to go up and down and up and down. So this takes a while to get through this part. And then the alternate part of the stage is more of this. So it takes forever to get to like the end of the alternate route. And that's where that Reploid that's hard to save is. Literally right in front of the boss door in that area. So it could take you like 10-15 minutes or something just to get there. And then it's really hard to actually pull off the rescue successfully. So if you fuck up, guess what? Time to reload your game and do the entire stage over again. It's such bullshit. Get away from him. I still have my pride. Not gonna let you guys just get free Reploids on me. Get away from that thing. Am I gonna get a chance to... Yeah, there we go. Alright, I believe the alternate route is that way? No, this is the regular way. I think down here is the alternate route. Which is really trolly, by the way, because the second you see this, you're like, oh, time to go down. Why would you continue going to the left? Because it's not obvious that there's a way to continue. I barely made that. Did I go through the wrong area? I don't think I did. I think this is the right path. God, I hope it is. And the fact that I'm not sure, again, like, kind of speaks to how poorly put together this is. This must be the alternate path. Also, notice how I'm just stuck here and that there's fucking nothing. And that if you came down here without, like, the ability to progress, you'd have to just fucking kill yourself. God, fuck this game. I think I can make it with a Nova Strike, though. Okay, apparently I can't Nova Strike out of a dash jump. So yeah, the only way to make it across is to just fucking Nova Strike across. And notice how they put you, they give you a fucking checkpoint right here. Like, imagine if it was physically impossible for you to get across this area. Then you just have to game over and go to the stage select. It's fucking bullshit. So the way you would make this jump if you were playing as, I think maybe 0, you didn't have the Nova Strike as X or something, is that sometimes there's a nightmare effect on this area that places big blocks that get in your way. And I think one of the armors can push them or something, I don't know. And then setting them up in like a very particular way will allow you to make this jump normally. Oh god, fuck the fact that I just did that. Ended up going to the alternate path by mistake. Is there any way I can possibly get back up from where I came? Oh, of course you guys respond. Can I jump up? No. God, we're stuck. We are fucking stuck doing this horrible alternate path. Great. Just freaking great. Alright, only doing this once. Don't have to come back here later. Let's just get it over with. Oh yeah, and it's slow as hell as you take this right armor all the way from the beginning to the end. Can't wait for you to see the Reploid I was describing and how hard it is to get. I think it's even harder with X. I think it might be a bit easier with Zero because of the Z saber. Man, fuck this stage. Just the like feeling of being smushed up against the edge of the screen and being like, I want to go, I want to go and play Mega Man X, but the game's like, nope, you're doing this at our pace. This is what you're doing here. I'm dead. So that can happen, by the way. I guess the answer there was to get out of the right armor, because it would have bought me a little bit of extra real estate. But if you really want to do this area well, just don't fuck up like that. Stay to the right edge and keep smashing whatever comes your way, and there'll never be a problem. Thankfully your head can never be crushed in the right armor. It's the advantage of it. Don't know what the logic behind that is, because my head's obviously very exposed in the right armor. But whatever. Stupid frickin' nightmare octopus guys. I don't know what they are. It's really not clear what they were going for. Alright, we've made it further now. Metals. Haven't seen you guys in a while. I did it. I somehow got a perfect swipe at that guy. Then again, maybe I'm thinking of the actual main path. The main path has some bullshit in it as well in the second half of the stage. So now Hymax is around. You again, haven't you learned yet? You stand no chance of winning. I won't yield to evil. Silence, I will delete you. I don't even know if I can possibly beat him right now. He has some weird trick to where you can actually damage him, but I can't remember what the fuck it is. So, might be ground dash perhaps? There is a way to do it. There we go. Look how little damage it fucking did. So beating him is actually really hard. And in fact, I wonder if beating him triggers the end game. Might. So this is totally doable. I'm probably gonna do it. I don't know if I'll do it on this run, but I'll pull it off somehow. Unless your weapon energy doesn't carry over. If that's the case, then fuck. Like, we're getting there very slowly. They wanted to make you earn this one. I won't complain about this. This is a good idea because I believe there is like a big, like, speed boost reward for beating Hymax to where it's like, okay, you don't have to fight the other Mavericks. So they made sure that, like, okay, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna do it. Crap. Though I'm starting to get the rhythm and the rhyme. wonder if I have enough weapon energy to actually win. Looks like it should work. Okay, this is bullshit. I think I just have to dodge this attack. Fuck. Dead. Please tell me my weapon energy comes back. Yeah, it does in this game. They're kind. Okay, now that we know the trick, I can do this. It's gonna take a few minutes, but I can do it. I'm having trouble discerning whether or not there's like an optimal way to hit him with this thing where it does more damage than usual. Can't tell. I love it when he does that. Makes it a lot easier to hit him than when he does his regular little shots. I have no idea what he's actually saying though. Might be Japanese, I don't know. But my canon is, my head canon, is that when he does that attack, he says this move. And then the regular shot is, oh, there's this move again. Oh, come on, buddy, do it. Actually, the fact that you're doing this makes it really easy to hit you. Taking it easy on me, huh? Okay, you son of a bitch. Just gotta focus on dodging. Come on, knock it off. Son of a bitch. This isn't infinite, is it? I could have sworn he stops eventually. Okay, maybe this is infinite. Oh, do I have to just kill him in this state? Fuck it, use the energy tank. I have a weapon tank too. So I can use that. Got you now, motherfucker. This feels kind of dirty that he just does this one. He's like, oh, I'm gonna lose. He's gonna endlessly use this attack.
スピード、パワー、ボディ、どれをとっても負けてはいない。お前のようなオールドロボットに負けるなどありえない。
ハイマックスまでもが。ここは。
待て、逃がさんぞ。
この死に損ないのオールドロボットめ、このままでは決して終わらん。わしの手で必ず息の根を止めてくれる。ひとまずさらばじゃ。
X、落ち着くんだ。 我々はお前を失うわけにはいかない。今の戦いでダメージを受けている。一旦ハンターベースに戻るんだ。
くそ、あと少しのところで。了解、戻るよ。
Well, we beat it. That took 12.5 minutes. God damn. But I rescued a bunch of people. Alright, I'm going to save the game because I'm going to do what I talked about in the at the end of X5. I'm actually going to record this over multiple sittings. So we'll save here. Continue game. Alright, future me, take it over. Well, thank you very much, past me. Here we are on what is actually a different save file. So I've decided to switch over to 0 because there are some things that you can only see with 0, particularly one scene that you can only see in the game if you play as 0. So now we're playing on a 0-centric save file. Now normally right after you defeat High Max, you would get another unique cutscene. We saw the cutscene with Isaac and High Max in the laboratory. But at this moment, normally you would get the option to forego defeating the rest of the Mavericks and head straight to the endgame levels toward Gates' laboratory. But because I haven't done that on this save file, that's why we're not seeing it right now, so we gotta do it the old-fashioned way and defeat the remaining Mavericks. A couple things to note, I've gone through and done a little bit of collecting with the Reploids on this save file as 0. However, I did let one die, a different one. I saved the one that I killed the first time, and then ended up letting a different one die in Metal Shark Player's stage by accident. Speaking of that exact stage, that's where we're going. Actually, let me change my loadout on 0. To get to the alternate area of Metal Shark Player's stage, which I did go to as 0, though I did not defeat High Max, I just went there to get the Reploids and get the capsule that's on the way. To get there, anyway, you have to have the Speedster and the Hyper Dash, I believe it's called. Otherwise, you cannot make that jump at the start of the second area when you're trying to get to the Dr. Light capsule. So let's actually finish this stage proper. Let's check out also how 0 plays, because he's a little different than he was in X5. Some things better, some things worse. First and foremost, most obviously, is the Z-Saber animation has changed. It's now a 3-swipe up, down, up. Interesting little change there, so no longer the style he had in X4 and 5. Though X seems to have retained the 3rd swipe from X4 and 5. Also, if you're wondering why my saber is purple, that is not a normal thing. That is because I have the shot eraser equipped. And that is to denote that. You see his crouching animation is also different in this game. Zero has more special weapons that actually consume weapon energy than in X4 and 5. He has like a few in this game, like Commander Yalmarks, for example. Also, you see that I have this block here, and that wasn't there when we went through with X. That's one of the effects that can happen on the stage, and it makes the stage far more annoying. Those things can really get in the way when you're trying not to die. If I'm not mistaken, perhaps there become more of them when you play on Extreme mode. I seem to recall Extreme making this stage much harder than it is on normal. So one of the other changes is that the Z-Buster has a new animation, a much better one, to where the Z-Buster actually has some practical use. You can break it out every now and then. So right here was the Reploid that I got killed. Because of that blue block, it got in the way and I couldn't kill the Nightmare dude in time. So whoops. I considered maybe rolling that save file back, but it had been too long since I last saved, so I was like, ah, screw it. That weapon I'm using right there, I think it's Ground Scarvich's. It's actually like the best attack Zero has. I believe this weapon is the key to defeating high max Zero, so I guess it's the same with X and Zero. Both Ground Scarvich. Does a lot of damage to a lot of things. That's obviously plays Heat Nix's attack. That is, I don't know whose that is. It's this one, Insuizan. Might be, maybe play Heat Nix's? No. That's Rainy, no, excuse me, it's, is it Wolfang? No, it's not Wolfang either. That's Wolfang. It's pretty cool, though it doesn't have too much practical use. Alright, this is the path we need to go down. I guess the spinning attack is Rainy Reploids. Yeah, it must be. Interesting, because in my head, I seem to recall that attack actually being very useful against Rainy Reploid. So perhaps it comes in handy fighting him again the second time in the boss rush. Maybe it's a situation like I refer to it as the Metal Man situation, where one Mega Man boss's weapon could actually help you defeat him later in the game. Oh, that was close. I didn't actually mean to dash there. That was the double tap function that you rarely see. If you didn't know, that was in Mega Man X games. I believe it's been there since the beginning, and if not, it's definitely been in there since the PlayStation games. That double tapping right will allow you to dash. Like that. You gotta make sure you hold it on the second tap. Yeah, so it's more of a tap and then press. Oh, I screwed up. Oh my god, why can't I make this jump? Maybe I should do it from the... Whoops. That was weird. Don't know what to chalk that up to, because I don't feel as though I let go of the button. Maybe that's just DualShock 2. Yes, DualShock 2 input incorrection. I don't know. I considered getting like a classic PlayStation controller to play these games on once I moved over to the PS2. But didn't feel like having to order that and ship it in. I'm dead. Okay, I need to not do that. The Metal, the greatest opponent of all time. The classic nemesis. I know what to do. Like, pull this out. No, wrong button. There we go. Commander Yarmox. Real useful skill. In fact, I believe using this thing becomes incredibly necessary if you're playing this stage on Extreme. Fortunately, oh, there we go. I went down to 2 of them, and I was like, can't you regenerate them? And you certainly can. There we go. Oh, one of them dropped weapon energy. I was like, what was that sound? Doesn't happen too often when you're playing as Zero. So let's see. I cannot destroy this thing. In fact, it's just in my way. There's no point in messing with it. Oh, I'm dead. God damn it. Oh, the stage is so fucking hard. So this is the stage that I've alluded to for a long time that I really don't like from this game. Just hate the pacing, hate the gimmick. Huh, he kills himself. Stage feels very like anti-Mega Man X. You know what I mean? Like, no one likes to harp on like a less than stellar game in a series that's considered to be very good. But man, the stage is not good. I think back to playing X1 and some of the just like straight blazing I do in that game where I'm just flying through stages. Like Flame Mammoths, for example, which is so satisfying to just be able to like perfect time every jump and dash across everything. And you just know where everything is and nothing's in your way. Nothing can stop you. I think you have a stage like this where it's just like, oh god, it's the exact opposite. And it feels so bad. I think this is X6's like biggest problem. Because it isn't as though like the game around the levels is bad or anything. Like it's essentially the same game as X4 and 5. I mean, we're talking the same visuals, the same engine, the same feel. Everything's super similar. Surprise, surprise. But it's the levels that are just so bad. They just suck all of the fun out of what makes these games really enjoyable. Alright, now after all of that, you would think that'd be enough to get to the boss, but no, they gotta throw this thing at you as well. This mean looking face. It's gonna toss bombs at me. After all that, no, you're not gonna do it yet? Come on, bro. There it is. Just attack the pink crystals. You son of a bitch. Oh, got it. What the fuck? What? I think I get a checkpoint, but what was that? Something that hit me from the left side of the screen. Was it like one of the bombs going off? That was weird. I honestly don't know what happened. Yeah, I guess one of them was like going off the side of the screen and it blew up. And when that happens, it causes your character sprite to stand up, and it crushed me. Alright, that's one down. Oh, super annoying. It's like I stand over to the left and it still finds a way to not... Like, come on, man! Just let me hit the other crystals. This is bullshit. Oh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh. Maybe I am just not in shape for this fucking game. Or maybe I'm just tired of putting up with its bullshit. Did I get them both? I sure did. Fuck you. This stage sucks. Oh my god, let's finally end this. And what's a shame is that after all of that disaster, Metal Shark Prayer is actually a pretty cool boss. I mean, other than the fact that they butchered his name in translation and localization, and he became Player, which I will not refer to him as. What are you doing? I don't have time for this. What do you want, Metal Shark Prayer? I want DNA. Excellent DNA. But I don't need your DNA data. Shut up and fight. Fine. He's pretty cool. In fact, he has one attack in particular, which is like the coolest shit in this game. Alright, there's his weakness for any turtloid. He's probably gonna kill me. Let's use the life recover. I believe I put that on with X, right? In the first part of the video? I think I did. I think I explained that. That it's essentially an equipable chip that acts as an extra sub-tank. Here we go, yeah! His best attack. So he can like recall old Mavericks from previous games. There's Stinkamillion. He can do 2 others. Oh, are you gonna just repeat the same process? Okay, I guess I gotta... I would love to see him do the other 2 while I have some life to spare. Do a different one. Ah, you son of a bitch. Come on, do another one. Ah, maybe he only does like 1 per fight. The other 2 he can do are Magna Centipede and Blast Hornet. It's really, really cool. And X's charge shot with his weapon is like a big, like, attacks the entire screen Storm Eagle dash. It's awesome. Just all these like metal sprites of Storm Eagle rain down. It's freaking great. It's so cool. Doesn't make up for his bad stage, but it's still pretty cool. Got the metal anchor. Ooh, Saber Extend. That's a cool one. Do I want that? Do I want that over the Shot Eraser? I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Unfortunately, I have not ranked 0 up to the point where I can get 4 power-ups in. No, I want that. Get rid of the Shot Eraser and put in Saber Extend. It's actually pretty cool that I guess I didn't notice this when we were playing the game earlier, but they show you, oh no, I'm wrong. Anyway, I did complete the Shadow Armor. That's the ninja suit on the far right, which we haven't used as X yet. You also get the Falcon Armor, and we're 1 piece away from completing the Blade Armor, which will be easy enough to do. Speaking of easy, let's head to, should I check at the Reploid rescue list? There's the one that I let die, missing. So when the Reploids become Mavericks, then if you kill them, they show up as deaths in that screen, but if you just like run past them and don't deal with them, they'll show up as missing. So let's go to the Laser Institute. It's been a long time since we've been here. Now recall that getting to Shield Sheldon is actually really easy, and that the level to him is super short, and that really the gimmick to his level is to go to the alternate path, which we did right away. So in other words, we don't got anything to worry about. We can just make a sprint to his boss room. Now that said, when I started this file with 0, I actually didn't defeat the Zero Nightmare in the stage. I did it, as you can see, the reason why these guys aren't dropping souls is because I played it not that long ago. I got 0 and defeated the Zero Nightmare at Commander Yalmark's stage, which might be easier to do, I don't know. I guess that's the better path to take if you plan on playing a 0. But I came back to this stage later and went through the alternate path and got all the Reploids to 0 without defeating High Max. Don't think we're going to defeat High Max to 0, not the optional fight. No, that was some pretty big slowdown right there. There we go. Cool, glad I can destroy those. Also, I made the effort to, to get the heart tanks, which I was missing that we didn't get as X, so we won't be seeing those on camera. Like, for example, Blizzard Wolfang's heart tank, which was like in a little spot that X couldn't reach with the jump. I was able to get that with 0, no problem. I think there are some others. I think we didn't get the heart tank in Ground Scarvich's stage. We weren't lucky enough to be taken to the area where it was. Shield Sheldon, too bad about your previous life. Don't be. I was new as a bodyguard, that's all. Maverick hunters are supposed to be able to tell a Maverick from a Reploid. Our officers are not good enough. They could cost us everything. Reploids all over the world have been needing you. I was useless as a bodyguard, and was useless to everyone else. When I accepted that fact, I accepted my fate. However, there turned out to be someone who needs me. He has given me one more chance. And therefore, I am going to fulfill my mission as a bodyguard now. I'll protect him, even if it means that I have to sacrifice my life. Come on, Zero. Man, that conversation really did not do a good job of explaining what, like, Shield Sheldon was a bodyguard for, who he was a bodyguard for. If I'm not mistaken, he was Izzy Glow's bodyguard. And if you play as X, the conversation's a little bit different, and it's a little more detailed, and lets you know that he tried to protect Izzy Glow during the events of X5 when Glow became a Maverick, but in doing so, Shield Sheldon was wrongfully labeled as being infected with the Sigma virus himself when that wasn't the case, so he had to retire. I'm gonna cheese this so I don't die and use the life recover. That thing's really great, because again it acts as a sub-tank, but it comes without the cost of needing to be refilled as a sub-tank. The only catch is you can only use it once per stage. Maybe it's once per attempt, like maybe if you get a game over on a boss fight, you can then use it again. I'm not sure. I've never had to do that before. Alright, didn't get anything in this stage.
わかったの。ナイトメアの正体が。ナイトメアは人工的に作り出されたウイルスよ。レプリロイドに取り付き、DNA データや思考プログラムなどのメモ書き換えて狂わせてしまう。場合によってはその強力な力で外見自体変えてしまうこともあるよね。まだ完全に解析できたわけじゃないからそのあたりは全く分かっていないの。でもここまではイレギュラー化とほぼ変わらないわね。
そうだな。
ナイトメアウイルスの本当の恐ろしさはこれからよ。取りつかれたことによって暴れ出したように見えるナイトメア現象。実はあるコードを入力すれば自由に操ることができるようになるの。ナイトメアの本当の狙いはレプリロイド滅亡ではなく支配する。それともう一つ、取りつかれたレプリロイドがシステムを書き換えられるとき耐えきれず死んでしまう場合があるの。通常のウイルスなら一緒に消滅するはずが、とても強力なエネルギーを持つナイトメアはレプリロイドが死んでしまった後でも単体で生き延びることが可能なの。ただあまりにもエネルギーが強力すぎて特別なワクチンプログラムなしで直接ダメージを与えることができる。シグマウイルスより駆除するのは簡単かもしれないわね。
一体誰の仕業なんだ。
こんなものを作り出せるのは彼しかいない。昔私の同僚だったゲイト。あの調査員たち8体のレプリロイドは 姿形が全く変わってしまったものもいたけど、昔彼が作ったもの、とても強力なレプリロイドだったので、誰かが利用しているんだって思っていたんだけど、ナイトメアのプログラムのことも考えると彼以外ありえないわ。
そのゲイトがなぜこんなことに？
それは私がゲイトと同じレプリロイド研究チームにいた頃のこと。彼の作ったレプリロイドは全て優秀だったわ。彼以外では解析できないほどの高度なプログラムが使われて、その働きは想像を超える成果を収めたの。でもその性能の高さは危険だと考えられ始めたの。そんな中、課題を無視して危険な行動をとるようなレプリロイドも出てきて、彼の評価は下がっていってしまった。それでもゲイトは自分の実力を認めてもらうため、さらに高性能なレプリロイドを作り続けたわ。もちろん上司の命令を無視してね。そしてある日、事故と見せかけて彼の作ったレプリロイドたちは処分されてしまったの。上司の命令だったわ。その時私も何体か。
危険性がある以上しかるべき処置だと思う。
プログラムを調整するというやり方もあったと思うの。ただ彼の作り出すプログラムが高等すぎたのよ。解析できない部分が多くて使用するのが難しかったの。
解析できないか。俺と一緒だな。
言いにくいんだけど、彼は最強と呼ばれる X と0、あなたたちを目指していたの。究極のレプリロイドが簡単に解析できるようなものではまだ偽物だって。だから彼が作ったプログラムは誰にも解析できないほど高度なものになっていったの。私なんかよりはるかに優秀だったのに、課題をそつなくこなした私の方が昇進。ゲイトの実力は誰にも認められることはなかった。それからゲイトは孤立していき、こう言い残して去っていったの。必ず見返してやる。自分の実力を理解できない下等なレプリロイドを全て支配してやるって。彼の認める高性能のレプリロイドだけで理想国家を作る。それが彼の野望なのよ。ナイトメアはまさに彼の実力を理解できなかった者たちへの復讐。彼の憎しみの心そのものなのよ。
俺たちには歪んだ理想に付き合っている暇はない。潰してやるぞゲイト。
一刻も早くゲイトの計画を阻止しましょう。彼を止めなければナイトメアもなくならないわ。
行くぜ。待ってろゲイト。
Man, I forgot completely about that cutscene. I don't know how many years it's been since I've seen that. Also, I'm pretty sure you don't get that if you defeat High Max early. Maybe that's why I'm not super familiar with it. Let's save. Alright, one boss to go.
さすがだなゼロ。僕の自信作を倒してしまうとは。
まだ昔のことを恨んでいるの？今がどんな状況なのか分かっているの？下手をしたらあなたも自滅しかねないのよ。
分かってるさ。またとないチャンスだと思ってる。スペースコロニーの事故のおかげで地上から過当なレプリドイドがたくさん消えた。今なら残ったレプリドイドたちを支配するのはたやすい。僕の理想の世界を作る絶好のチャンスだ。もう誰にも何も言わせない。やっと夢を実現できるんだ。誰にも負けない最強のものをね。
貴様の狂った妄想に付き合っている時間はない。そんなウイルスで作った理想の世界なんて幻だ。すぐに消えてなくなるぞ。
今までイレギュラーハンターやレプリフォースがありえない。平和の時はひとときでもあったのか。戦うことで全てを片付けてきた君にそんなことを言われたくないね。
地球の存亡がかかった大事な時なの。妄想はやめて。あなたはそんなに愚かな人じゃないはずよ。
忘れられない。僕の研究が理解されるどころか処分されたことがね。優れていたのになぜ？そこにいるイレギュラーハンターが未だに謎に包まれていて、危険な部分がたくさんあるかもしれないのにどうして処分されない？待ってるよエイリアン。謎に包まれたヒーロー、僕の研究所に来てくれるの。
Not sure how accurate that translation was, but whatever. Gate is behind everything. Stop his evil. We've located a secret laboratory. Let's stop the nightmares now. Interesting that this happened despite the fact that I have one Maverick remaining. I don't know what caused that. What the hell? I really don't. What's the point of putting 8 Mavericks on? I guess I don't know X6's rules. I know you get early access if you defeat IMAX, but I haven't done that on this save file, so why did I have to beat 7 of them? Does that always happen? Do I just not remember it going down like that? Whatever. We're gonna do the 8th stage anyway. We're gonna have to play through it twice, because I need to go to the alternate route first. I'll probably just kill myself after that. Well, maybe not. Now that the, now that Gates Laboratory is available to me, maybe the, way that the alternate path goes has changed. Because there are 3 different bosses you can fight in the alternate routes. There's Nightmare Zero, High Max, and there's one other. So I wonder if the 3rd one has appeared now. Also, this stage has a gimmick of its own. That's Illumina. I thought the project to construct that huge Reploid was suspended. You are in the weapons center. They have been constructing powerful weapons without the appropriate approvals. As you notice, it's Illumina. Considering that I couldn't pick up any reading of its activation, it must be a nightmare. There has to be cables which are sending energy to Illumina. Find and destroy them. Good luck. So you gotta deal with this big robot, which I think is a female robot, actually? I don't know. Also, you gotta save these chubby Reploids before they get turned into Mavericks. So I believe the implication is that these guys I'm killing right here are actually the Reploids that get infected. Like, this is what happens to them. They become these creatures. Also, these big metal boxes are a nightmare effect. Maybe from Metal Shark Prayer's stage, I don't know. Also, this thing is super easy to beat with Zero because of what I just did. That attack just destroys it. This metal box effect can also happen in other stages. speaking of nightmare effects, because I know that we're never going to get to see it now, because I already went back to Rainy Turtloid's stage, and I'll never have to go there again. Also, it didn't happen when I went back, but that stage, I said when we went there, had a really annoying nightmare effect that can happen, and that is that it goes dark, like the lights turn off, which doesn't make sense because a lot of the stage is outdoors, but like it turns the screen black and you can barely see anything. It makes that stage super freaking hard. Now granted, that's going off of memory based on, you know, early to mid 2000s CRT television technology. I don't know if it would have the same darkness effect on a modern TV had I gotten to play it like that, but maybe not. Point is, back in the day, it was really hard. Especially the bit where you're in the last part of the stage when there are all those like tunnels with the spikes in them that have like things behind them, and you gotta blow up the little eyeball things to destroy the generator. Like, those things become really hard to find when you can't fucking see anything. Also, the alternate route of the stage is literally that exact same puzzle at the end of the stage, but like twice as big. So that becomes really hard to do as well. Also, this little alternate route we've gone to, you saw that there's that bullshit about the frickin' capsule and the heart tank back there, which, by the way, is really easy to miss. That took me a while to find. This area sucks. As you can see, I've already gotten a decent number of Reploids. There are a bunch in this area, and this is one of the ones where it's really easy to get someone either killed or missing because of how many, like that. Like, look at that. Look how much time I fucking had. That dude's dead. It's such bullshit. I think you have to fall onto that one. I think you have to, like, get over here and, like, find the exact, like, pixel perfect area you gotta be so that when you fall down, you run right into him. Fuck you. Get away from my Reploid. God, this game is fucking annoying. Alright, I think I got the last one. The worst is when, say you're going for one of those Reploids down there, and you don't get them, and you fall to your death, and as you're dead, and as the screen's like transitioning to black to your respawn, at the very last second, one of those fucking nightmare assholes like grabs onto him. That happens, it counts, that's a death. That Reploid will be missing, so boo. Now you know the frustrations of trying to have a perfect save file in this game and trying to defeat rescue every Reploid, all 16 in all 8 stages. It's a pain in the ass. Alright, who's my boss gonna be? Is it Hymax? Because I kind of doubt it is at this point. I'm expecting it to be... Yeah, it's Dynamo! You're very impressive. Again. You know, it takes hours for me to come this far. I've been gathering nightmare souls at the risk of my life. I've been dying to become stronger. Do you want to challenge me? I think they're assuming with that dialogue that this is not the first time you see Dynamo in the game. So maybe Commander Yalmark's stage might have like his first dialogue tree. Also, check it out. He drops green nightmare souls. I believe he drops 3 per fight. So I just hit you with Rainy Turtloid again. I do a single swing. That should be it. Yeah, he's not going to drop another one. You're done. Really easy. Man, Rainy Turtloid's attack is so good. But Dynamo is the key to grinding out your way to the Ultimate Hunter rank. If you would like to get to 999,000 souls, fight Dynamo a bunch of times. Fight him in all 8 stages. Collect the souls he has to drop. Eventually, like, he stops dropping them. Like, I couldn't come back here and fight him again and have him drop new Nightmare Souls. And maybe it works on a cycle. Maybe if you do all 8 stages in order and then restart the cycle, he might get more souls. I'm not sure. But I do know that he's the key to it. That when I have done this in the past, that he was how I did it. Yo, I got Master Saber. Glad that wasn't one of the ones I lost. Because that would have sucked. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Master Saber was the thing that was attached to that Reploid in the middle. Or to the far right, maybe? I don't know. Hopefully that one that went missing didn't have anything on him. Yes, I would like to continue the game. Now let's mess with our equipment a little bit. I honestly have no idea what the Saber Plus and the Master Saber are like, what's different about them. Because it kind of sounds like they do the same thing, right? You would think like, oh, it makes your Saber stronger. Huh? I don't know. I'm going to get rid of the Extend and put on the Plus. Hopefully they don't do the same thing, and if they do, I hope they stack. I really don't know. I'm sure I could wiki it, maybe, off screen later. Right, we still haven't defeated the actual boss, Infinity Machinion. Also, I have both of X's armor pieces now, the Blade and the Shadow armors, which we may never use. The Shadow armor acts a lot like the Gaia armor in X5. You can walk on spikes, can't use special weapons. It's a ninja costume for some reason, so your buster becomes like little ninja stars, and they don't shoot out in exactly like straight patterns. They kind of like curve up and down a little bit. It really doesn't make that big of a difference. Also, the charge shot is like a big saber slash. And what else? What else about that armor? The Giga attack's like a cool thing where like 2 spinning crescents come out of your saber. The blade armor sucks, to be honest. As I recall, it sucks. It's a lot like... It reminds me of the fucking X3 armor, where it's like, man, this isn't even good. Man, did no one, like, check to see whether or not Rainy Turtloid's weapon would... Like, that's a fight if you're X. Like, if you're fighting that thing with X, that's a challenge. Like, it'll put up a fight. You're not supposed to insta-kill it like that, but for some reason, that's what happens with Zero. Okay, blade armor, right. It has like a special dash ability. I think it might be able to dash up. Maybe that's why it reminds me of the X3 armor. The charge shot, I remember, is not very good. I think it's kind of like the Gaia armor charge shot, where it has like a limited range on it. The other thing about it is... let me think. Weren't you dead? You heard wrong. You're Infinity Machinion, one of the investigators for the Nightmare, aren't you? Are the other investigators useless fleas? That's the only explanation as to why I have to clean up their messes. But wait, why are you here anyway? Don't tell me you destroyed my sweet Illumina. What do you think? Maverick, I haven't even tested her. And I was thinking that I'll destroy all the thick-headed so-called authorities with her. You will die. So Infinity Machinion, I believe, is a water flea. I see, guard shell is what I would like. So this is Shield Sheldon's weapon. Also, Infinity Machinion's actually surprisingly tough. He sends out copies of himself, and the stage can get rather cluttered this way. Yeah, there we go. Certain attacks he does can be reflected using Shield Sheldon's weapon, and it can do a lot of damage. That attack, the woohoo, if you can reflect it at him, does a lot of damage. Oh man, this is such a mess. Rainy Turtloid's weapon helps. I mean, it kind of like creates a unstoppable defense around me to where nothing can hit me. Yeah, there we go. Got a reflection off of him. Oh, he killed me. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, now I have full health. I should be able to beat him relatively easily. How do I get this thing to work? I go back to Z-Saber. There we go. Right, I was talking about the blade armor. The blade armor also has some kind of impact on X's Z-Saber abilities. I believe he can, like, use a stronger Z-Saber slash with it. And in the official artwork of the blade armor, the actual blade itself, the Z-Saber, is not a handheld sword, but it comes out of his X-Buster, which is kind of cool. I feel like the entire premise of that armor is like based on that art design to be like, look how cool this is. And too bad it doesn't play very cool. Oh, I'm wrecking his shit. I just gotta hit him and like not focus on some of the distractions in this stage, but I just don't want the bubbles to come crashing into me. Let's see if I can send this back at him. Nah, there's too much stuff in the way. God, this stuff is really resilient. Oh well. There he goes. And after you kill him, he goes, ah, kumbaya. I don't think that's what he actually says, but that's my childhood headcanon. That's all 8 investigators down. Got Ray Arrow, which I guess is the same for X and Zero. I also got Speed Shot. Alright, let's get back to our main screen. Because now that we've defeated all 8 bosses, and I believe we've encountered every Reploid in the game. We haven't saved all of them, but we've seen all of them. Maybe? I don't know. That might be wrong. Could there possibly be one that I missed somewhere? Let's see. Oh, there is. In the weapon center, there's one I didn't pick up near the beginning. Or maybe it's in the alternate route. One of them is missing. I'll probably go pick him up off camera. So let's look at our power-ups. Now, fortunately, between the 3 Reploids I have not saved, none of them came with any of the power-up chips. We have all of them available in the game, and also hopefully that none of the 3 Reploids I'm missing have would have given me like the upgrades that automatically increase your either life energy or weapon energy. If that's the case, if none of those 3 just by coincidence wouldn't do that, then I would technically have all the power-ups in the game, and the file would be quote-unquote perfect, except for the fact that there are 3 Reploids I don't have. But from this point forward, all we gotta do is head into Gates Laboratory, which appears to be in Australia? I don't know, this globe isn't nearly as accurate as the one in X5 was. Also, like a lot of the hemispheres, the other side of the planet's kind of ignored. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna tack on yet another session, a 3rd recording, so it's time for Future Me number 2 to take it away as we begin Gates Laboratory. Okay, thanks once again, Past Me. Let's begin these Gate stages. So something I did at the start of this new session is that I got Zero up 1 more hunter rank to PA, so I was able to equip 1 more thing. Which is also why I'm not starting out with my full capacity of lives. I don't remember these Gate stages too well, though this is clearly where we began the game. At least the exterior is. And thankfully, once we fall down here, communication has been cut off, so that's it for Aelia. Alright, that's the cool effect of Blizzard Wolfang's attack. Can latch on to ceilings. Which might be the only way to get past some of these jumps. Definitely the first one. God damn it. I was like, I could double jump that one. Maybe you can, but I should just use Blizzard Wolfang's attack. Speaking of which, I think this section is only passable if you have the Shadow Armor with X. I don't know if the Blade Armor can get past here. Or the ultimate armor, for that matter. There we are. Thank you for the health, Bat. I do remember that these gate stages all have the same aesthetic, similar to how the Sigma stages in X5 had the same look and feel to all of them. Oh, I wanted that. Oh wait, I got it. Didn't notice that it caught that ledge. I will take that weapon energy. I also filled up my sub-tanks, as I know I'm gonna need it. Oh, that was close. Thank you. Let me through that door. I was afraid I bugged out for a second there. Kind of kept me frozen in that state. Oh, I'm dead. I tried to do the Blizzard Wolfang jump, and it did not come out. Maybe it's because I was already on his weapon? Should I try it again? Why not? Okay, it did not work again, but that time I was aware of the consequence. I was able to get the double jump out. Wow. Take our time then. Oh my god. These gate stages are gonna be a disaster, aren't they? You frickin' wolf bastards. Keep jumping into it too. Like, it completely goes against your natural psyche of, just jump over it. I'll give him credit for designing a Mega Man X enemy that completely preys upon every natural Mega Man X instinct I have, you know, if I don't like it. Remember this section not being nearly as threatening as it seems, as this is moving pretty slow. Though getting shoved off a ladder by the edge of the screen isn't fun. Can't recall if there's anything up there. There might be like a secret health or something. I don't know. You could find out if you're X, because Shadow Armor can cling to walls with spikes and whatnot. I was 0 though. I remember this boss, and I know it's a pain in the ass. It's also very gross. Look at this thing. Kinda reminds me of like a Wily stage boss, to be honest. And I remember your attack pattern being a little unfair. It can be hard to avoid this thing sometimes because you don't know where it's gonna go. Also, you have to hit the eyeballs, obviously, but this position that you've decided to go to right off the bat is one of your worst ones. And you did it twice in a row. Fuck you. You are making this fight very difficult. Oh, god damn it. It was a feint. It's such bullshit. This is why I hate this boss. Because it gets cheap hits in like that. And the fact that its hitbox takes up half the fucking screen. And it's doing this bullshit for a third time in a row. Yeah, I've already lost this round. Just kill me. This is a throwaway. The RNG gods have not been kind to me for this fight. Just fucking kill me. Oh, that is so annoying. That is like, oh, scratching under my eyes annoying that it just did that. I hate this boss. Like, on top of the many problems that this game has, this boss is terrible. Again, they're way too large. They take up way too much of the screen. But again, RNG, you need this fight to kind of just go your way in order to win it. And the fact that I don't know which direction it's going to start off in doesn't help. But it's more about the attack position it goes into. God damn it. And I hate it when it reverses course. Okay, this is the position you want. You want the ability to drop attack on it like that. And I wish I could have gotten in more than one. Oh, god damn it. Here we go. Alright. See, these positions are the ones you want, because it's actually possible to do a lot of damage on your turns, like I just did there. And unfortunately, the eyes did not go in the direction I wanted them to go. I wanted them to go counterclockwise, and they went clockwise. And again, when they're up in the air like this is not to your advantage. So I'm probably going to let this one fall out of my grasp unless I go on a lucky streak, and I'm not. Maybe had I made a dodge that time. God damn. And the fight does get harder. Each of the eyeballs has an unseen health bar. Should you destroy one, it immediately makes the fight more difficult. Because the like nucleus, the cell body of the one that you destroyed will remain active and will continue to do attacks and additional damage. Alright, I was able to do it that time. God damn it, that's the worst. No, this is one of the worst positions. It's so hard to hit with zero. Please go. It went the direction I wanted, but I wasn't fast enough. Yes, so come out, come out. Yay. God damn it, that fire lasts forever. Again, shitty position. Failed to hit it. Probably gonna die. Like, I don't want to use my resources unless I'm having a really clean run. Because the worst thing that could possibly happen is to use my sub-tanks on this fight, die, and then, like, have to leave the stage and come back. But this was a decent start. God damn it. Ah! Please come down, thank you. This at least gives me a chance to get a little bit of damage in. God damn it, not enough. And of course, you fucking reverse direction. Oh, come down again. God damn it. Are you going out? Okay, it's impossible to hit it. It's time to use the sub-tank. Oh, God. And I wasn't able to clear that jump. Yeah, I got you. Fuck you. Oh, thank God. Oh, that is one of the hardest bosses in the game. Maybe the hardest. Dead serious. The next few aren't actually that difficult according to my memory, but I could be way wrong. I know the last boss is not actually that hard. It's not as hard as what I just fought.
とうとうここまで来たね。さすがだよ、ゼロ。悪は倒す。単純なことだ。これは黙っておきたかったんだ。だけど最後だから教えてあげるよ。はっきり言って僕だけの実力ではここまで来れなかった。でもこれを拾ったんだ。まさに神の恵みとでも言うのかな。なんだと ただのガラクタだと思ったよ、初めは。君の体のかけらだよ。ゼロ、君の DNA を手に入れることができたんだ。今までどんな最新の技術をもってしても解析できなかった聖地に踏み込むことができたんだよ。
なんだと、俺の DNA。
素晴らしかった。君の DNA はハイマックス、ナイトメアウイルスをいとも簡単に作り出すことができた。正気じゃいられなかったよ。こんなに完璧で最強なものができてしまうんだから。でもさすがに本物にはかなわなかった。完全に解析できたわけじゃないから。
なんてことをするんだ。ナイトメアウイルスをすぐにデリートするんだ。危険すぎる。自分の首を絞めることになるぞ。
珍しいね。いつもは冷静な君が取り乱すなんて大丈夫だよ。過当なレプリロイドを使って十分実験を行ったからね。君の DNA に恥じない最強のウイルスを完成させたよ。あとは目障りなオリジナルに消えてもらうだけかな。
お前のその薄汚い野望すべてをデリートしてやる。
Alright. Yeah, let's save. So what I really like about this story in X6, I mean, like, what positive things I can glean from it, is that what Gate does with Zero's DNA, and don't worry about how robots could have DNA, don't worry about that, forget it. What I like about it is that, the way I see it is that what Gate does with Zero's data, his DNA, whatever you want to call it, in reverse engineering it to make Hymax, create the nightmare, all that stuff, is kind of a lot like what Dr. Kane did with X when he found X. Because the entire like Reploid revolution in this universe is designed off of X's premise, and Zero, again, though in universe is labeled as a Reploid, isn't technically one because he likely predates X and is in no way designed off of X's body and schematic whatsoever. So the way I see it is that what Gate has created is basically the equivalent of that, of what was done with X's design. Which is cool. So, like in my headcanon, I don't view Hymax as a Reploid, at least not in the traditional sense. I mean, like, technically he is, in the sense that, you know, if you label a Reploid as just robots that are copied off of other robots' data, then yeah, he is. But not in the traditional sense of being off of X's design. Okay, this stage is not fun. I remember the frustration. Also, I think there's like a sequence break in this section, though I don't know if you can do it with Zero. I think I've missed the opportunity to do it. Also, this stage design is really weird. It's like super non-intuitive for a Mega Man X stage. Notice how there's been like big open areas above me. Like, the idea is that you can fall off. I don't know if they intended for you to do it the way I'm doing it right now, but you can technically stand on that ledge right there. Drop some health, please. Or not. Okay, I might die here. I'm gonna use the full recover. Actually, I think above me is the sequence break. yeah, like you can go to the right and like go all the way up and around, but you don't actually need to do that. I think there are other ways to sequence break this stage, but this is the obvious one. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Alright, there we go. Oops. Thankfully, the next part of the stage is right beyond that point. It took more tries than I would like to admit. Hey, it's IMAX. Just die. Die, original one. What is he saying? Anyway, it's time to finish. So he has some new gimmicks. Excuse me, because I don't remember how to do this fight. Is it just... yeah, it's just that. I was like, did I just use Ground Scarvage's thing again? The answer is yes. Oh, but the, there we go. The trick is using it at the right angle. So, go ahead and kill me, buddy. So I can go into this fight at full strength. You gotta use it pretty close to him. That way it actually goes through his defenses and hits him. This idea might be easier with Zero than it is X, though. Yeah, with X, you might have to, like, blow out these walls first and then hit him with the attack. Here we go. There's a rhythm and a rhyme to this fight with Zero. Damn it. I wish you could do extra damage in that state. Eventually he'll change it up and he'll do a different attack. That's when you gotta bail out, I believe. There we go. And he telegraphs it, thankfully. Okay, that doesn't work. I don't know what he was about to do, but I interrupted it. Damn it. I'm not coming in high enough. Okay, I can just hit him with the Z-Saber at that point. Good to know. That simplifies my life. I love that I can go right into that out of a jump dash. Ooh, but I got too close there. That's been a trick with all the attacks I've landed so far. That's just the first time I've messed it up. Looks like I got him. He doesn't seem intent on changing things up, so he's pretty much done. Uh-oh. Whoops. Screwed it up a little bit at the end there. He's done. That is the end of High Max. Another thing about High Max, I don't know if this is intentional at all, but given that he is based on Zero's design, he's kind of like a bastard Zero or something, he reminds me just a little bit of King from the classic Mega Man series in Mega Man and Bass / Rockman and Forte. Just his like physical design reminds me of King a little bit. Again, don't know if that's like intentional, because King is like the prototype of Zero in the Mega Man Classic series. Tiny spoiler. Not like straight out he is, but like Dr. Wily's last designs. Well, I don't want to say last designs because he makes some more loser robot masters and whatnot, but his last like 3 big designs go Bass, King, and then Zero. So there's a little bit of a connection there. I wonder if Wily even mentions like something about making stronger than even King after like some point in Mega Man Bass. I don't remember. Oh, I would like this, please. I will sacrifice the few seconds to get that health. You guys just like drop health at a good rate? Maybe not. Well, we got 2, that was pretty cool. Maybe they do. Give me that weapon energy. Oh man. I can't even begin to describe like my feelings on what I'm doing right now, because something like really sends my piss a boil that the team behind this game were so proud of the great job they did with Metal Shark Courier stage, the masterpiece as it were, that they decided to repeat the design in a goddamn late game stage. No one stopped and said, hey, this kind of sucks. This kind of isn't fun to play. But they said, oh, but it's challenging. It'll challenge the player. Put it in the game. Alright, this is Gate. This is the boss man himself. So the whole reason we switched over to playing with Zero is to do this fight as Zero. Because I know what happens after you win this fight as Zero, and it's far more interesting than what happens if you beat him as X. I also need to remember how to fight him, because he has rules. So impressive. All of my Reploids have already been destroyed. I confess that I have nothing to use. I couldn't analyze you enough. Or should I say, it was impossible to analyze you completely. It is too dangerous to put my DNA to use. You must have been aware of that. Delete all the remaining programs you have. Not yet. Just give me one more chance to fight you. I've never thought I'd be able to fight the original one. This is a long-awaited opportunity. Fight me, Zero. It is useless to fight you anymore. Just give up and surrender. I won't. I am so close. Prepare yourself, Zero. So he actually has a cool fight design. There we go. His own attacks like hurt him, but only like certain ones. Okay, the red one does it. I can't remember what the... There we go. There's like a trick to destroying each type. It seems Rainy Turtloid's weapon will take care of it. You just gotta hope that he's at the right angle and he'll run into the like shock back. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be using that because I can sometimes like destroy the debris before it gets to him. Whoops, I'm dead. That can obviously happen as well. This is a rather interesting fight. I will give props that this Gate fight is actually pretty cool for what it is. And it's challenging. To be honest, a lot of the like last... Okay, so Gate's not the last boss, shocker. But like the second to last boss fights in a lot of the games aren't that difficult. Like think about like the Sigma Stage bosses in X1, really forgettable, except for the spider, which is like my weird arch nemesis. Like the refights against the X-Hunters and X2, not that great. Dr. Doppler is not that challenging once you learn his gimmick in X3. Like, I would say the General's an interesting fight if you're X, but it sucks if you're Zero. It's just poorly designed. The X-Zero fight is obviously the good one in X5, but it kind of depends on who you're playing as and which version of Zero you fight against. Like, if you fight the bad ending Zero, that's a real fight. He's pretty tough. This one's like actually hard. Got a pretty good rhythm going with him. And again, I always have the full recover if I want to use that. So even if I'm like roughly even with him in the DPS race, then that'll give me the edge. Oh, that was close. He does this as well in the second half of the fight. Oh, don't want to get hit by that. Oh, I'm surprised that hit him. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to move. If he can destroy that middle one with that attack, because that thing can wipe out blocks, then that's actually a good thing for me. I think I can eat one more hit. Come on, send out a ball. I don't know what like causes him to use which attacks. Yeah, it might just be RNG. I gotta use a full recover, life recover. Oh, I can't because I used it in the stage once already. I'm gonna sub tank. Just don't fall. Don't fall and I can win the fight. He was too high up. Oh, that's so dumb. He was right on the apex, so he avoided it. Yeah, there we go. This is what can make the gate fight a little hard. It becomes a bit of a battle of attrition because he doesn't want to do the ball attacks in the later half of the fight. Gotcha. Now, are you ready for that 11th hour plot twist in your Mega Man X game? You'll never see it coming.
ゼロの DNA をもってしてもいや解析が不完全だったからな。いつの時代に作られたわからないプログラムに負けたのか。でもまだ終わりじゃない。僕がこのまま無様に消えていく愚かなやつだとは違う。こんな最悪の事態もちゃんと考えておいたんだ。これだけは使いたくなかった。僕自身も消されてしまうかもしれないが悪魔を復活させたよ。
何？
調子に乗るな小僧。あの程度では死なぬわ。お前の助けなど必要なかったわ。邪魔だ。消えろ。これで邪魔者はお前たちだけだ。今度こそ決着をつけるか。この先で待っているぞ。
お前が死んだとは思えなかったからな。宿命だな。ここで再会したのも。決着をつけてやる。
行くのじゃゼル。お前こそが
最強のロボットじゃ。
誰か呼んだか。
どうしたのゼロ。
いや、なんでもない。シグマのところに向かうぞ。
Yo, that's super interesting. Forget about Sigma. Who gives a shit about Sigma? Like, oh, Sigma's back. I can't believe it. Who would have ever guessed? Who cares about Sigma? The whole reason I switched to Zero was for those 2 lines of text when Isaac just drops dead out of the middle of nowhere. So Isaac dies, he keels over and has a heart attack no matter what. No matter which side you're playing as. But if you're playing as Zero, he has those lines where he's like, you're the strongest robot. It's almost as though Dr. Isaac is a surrogate old man looking robot for an evil old scientist. Could this have ever been done before? Why, yes, it has. Isaac is Surges 2.0. He's a vessel for Dr. Wily. And that's why Isaac was obsessed with Zero in a cutscene way earlier in the game when he was having a conversation with Gate. All he cared about was Zero. Zero this, Zero that. Oh, Zero's seemingly dead in the Mega Man X universe again? All of a sudden, here comes a vessel for Dr. Wily. Isaac was Wily, in some form or fashion. Just super crazy. Now again, this game was not supposed to exist, so we can point out the bit of artistic liberty it took for the team behind this game to do that. That said, really cool, an awesome homage, because again, it is like X2, and obviously the start of X2 similar to the start of X6 where Zero is seemingly lost. Interesting path. It's by far and away the most interesting thing in this game. Now all that said, I'm gonna end this game by being a filthy cheater and using X's ultimate armor, because X on this save file is not strong at all. He has nothing. So we are going to blast our way through the boss rush, defeat Sigma. This Sigma is awful. This is the worst Sigma in the series. He's a joke, to be honest. And the thing about this Sigma that we're going to fight is that if it wasn't obvious from that cutscene, and then again, I can understand why it wasn't to someone. Let me go to the left, actually. Whoops. I'm trying to get a extra little bit of life that's down there. Like, the way Sigma was talking in that cutscene, granted, this is the first English game of Mega Man X in which we can hear Sigma talk with a Japanese voice, so, you know, take that for what you will. It'll be easier if I go from the left. There we go. Oh, was it not here? I thought there was supposed to be like a big life up right there. Alright, let's fight these Mavericks. I want to start from the bottom. I'm going to cheese these fuckers out with the Nova Strike. Because I probably don't stand much of a chance fighting them normally. Not with 0 heart tanks. Maybe if I was fully in shape and could go back in the day. But certainly not now. I'm proving that I've kind of been trash at this game. I mean, I'll give it a little bit of a shot. But once things start going south, expect me to cheat. Although X's defensive abilities with the ultimate armor are pretty decent. Also, why do this with X? Like, why am I making this hard on myself? The answer is that X's and Zero's endings are vastly different, and we need to see X's ending first. Zero's ending to this game is super weird and potentially not even canon. It's really confusing. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Just trying to get my health, bro. Glad I got Infinity Machignon out of the way immediately. And if you're wondering, like, can you even beat Sigma with this much health? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. His first form is nothing. His second form is somewhat something, but I would say it's not harder than, like, the last maybe 3 games version of Sigma. I would say it's probably the easiest since X2. Perhaps it's the easiest overall in the series. Come on, go into your second phase. Oh, darn it. There it is. I'm gonna cheese you out now, fucker. I never talked about it, but a little interesting that X's ultimate armor in this game is colored differently. It used to be a lighter blue with gold accents. Now it's like a dark navy blue with silver. Don't know what's up with that. And I think the X4 and 5 ones are somewhat different. I pointed out the like arm and leg differences with like the inner lighter blue and inner purple. But I think even like the main parts are a little bit different. Like the X5 armor might be slightly darker than the X4 one, I'm not sure. So maybe the armor gets darker over the years, over the games. Yeah, let's just cheat. Man, it really drives home how much freaking defense X has compared to Zero. Like, that armor makes a big difference. I can just tank hits in this form. Hits that I could not take as Zero. Whoops, I did not mean to go that direction. Barely survived. I suppose what I could have done is, because I have that separate X file, which is only like halfway through the game, I could have just like transferred over to that, but I didn't want to waste like 2 hours of my life when I can just do this. What's up, Ground Scarveach? I imagine you're still not much of a challenge. Unfortunately, in this game, the Mavericks actually do not get harder. They're still at their beginning levels. I don't think there's any difference, between them now and what they were. Unless it's being corresponded to X's level, and because X is weak, they're weak. I don't think that's the case, but I suppose it could be. I could just not be remembering the way that they're supposed to be. It's certainly possible. When he dies, it sounds like he screams, "Oh dang." Maybe that is what it's supposed to be, but I somehow doubt it. Okay, sub-tanks are full. Good. Halfway through these Mavericks. What's up, Metal Shark Prayer? It would be cool if you did one of your different Maverick attacks. I would like to see Magnus Centipede, possibly. Oh no, that was close. Doing pretty well against you. What do you got? Oh, there he is. There's Magnus Centipede. I was hoping he'd do Sink Chameleon. No, not Sink Chameleon. Blast Hornet, that's the one we haven't seen. Alright, speaking of these abilities, why don't I show off what his charge attack looks like? I know I talked about it earlier, but now we can do it. Yeah, Storm Eagle! Very kind of them to give you 2 health bits. I think X5 did that as well. Other games have not been so kind. That X2 was like 4 tiny little bits. X3's was random based on whatever that pillar would spit out. X4 was 1 big health bit and 1 big weapon energy bit. Man, I hate you, Blaze Eatnix. Hate you. I hate your stage. Okay, fuck you, just for that. Okay, that wasn't smart. Come on. Gotcha. Not gonna let you kill me, even if I have to cheat. Let's see, 2 left. Yamark and who am I forgetting? Wolfang. In fact, here is Wolfang. That's a decent intro, right? Oh, you bastard. He fights like a traditional Mega Man X boss, and I like that. I just wish he was like a little bit stronger, or like had more health, or something, I don't know. It still feels like even when you get a good fight like him, things aren't quite scaled to what they used to be in Mega Man X games. It's hard to explain. I guess it's because like the armors change things so much in the later games. It just feels like you do too much damage or you don't take enough damage. That the bosses might not have enough health. But then at the end of X5 they have way too much health. When the boss rush version of the X5 Mavericks have freaking enormous life bars. I don't know. Like, I feel like this fight's gonna be the exact opposite of that last one where Yamark is like super uninteresting compared to Wolfang. And I get that his stage is kind of like the one you're supposed to go to first. So he's supposed to be like, ah, everyone can beat this guy with the X-Buster. Now granted, I do have the ultimate armor, but still, like, I know I could do this with Naked X, no problem. Falcon Armor X, no problem. Like, that's super uninteresting. I don't know, maybe I'm nitpicking too much. Because, like, Chill Penguin's really easy to beat as well. And he was clearly designed to be like, ah, here's your gimme. Also, this last stage, this True Sigma stage, not great. Why are there Nightmare guys here? Like, really? Just use a Nova Strike. Fuck this. Who cares? I'm gonna make sure I don't Nova Strike myself into a pit, though. You son of a bitch. And that's it. We're at Sigma. It'd be great if you could give me health. Or not. Oh well. Well, this is the end of the game. And again, this Sigma is not great. He's kind of a wreck. Just, let me get just stand up a little bit there. There we go. You don't seem too complete, Sigma. That is the wrong form of 2X. X, get lost. You thought Zero was coming, maybe. I'll completely delete you. Silence! I had a X4 quote. I'll destroy you, even with this half-completed body. Get ready to be deleted, Sigma. I amuse myself. Anytime I get a chance to quote something from Mega Man X4, I'm happy. I actually didn't know he was going to say that, so that was ad-lib. So this is it. This is the first form Sigma has in X6. What a fight, right? I mean, oh man. Woo! That was tough. And I even took unnecessary hits there. But like compared to the first form in X5, that was nothing. Look at this shit. Die, Triple X, just die. Now, I don't know about you, Sigma, but I thought Triple X was a fine Vin Diesel movie. I fucked up the joke, oh well. Oh, God. Let's add this to the list of problems this game has. In that Sigma really didn't need to be in this game. Like, he really didn't. I like the tradition. It's not like I'm butthurt the fact that, like, Sigma's the last boss in every game. It's just that he didn't need to be the last boss in this game. This form also, though it has a big life bar, not that difficult. Like, I could make it easier by using the Nova Strike. Oh, I wanted that stuff. Hello, health. Like, look at this. I have full health thanks to these things dropping stuff. I still have 2 sub-tanks and the life recover. Damn it, I missed my chance there. This is a lot easier with Zero, by the way. Zero does insane damage to him. It's like, it's really disgusting how much damage Zero does. The Z-Saber is like this guy's mortal enemy. Maybe I should try hitting him with it. I do have it with X after all. Oh my god. I'm not getting any hits in. There we go. This is the attack I've been waiting for him to do. Also, this song kind of reminds me of like a remix of the X2 fight song. Once it gets into like its really melodic phase. Like this part. Damn it. Eating unnecessary hits. A big health. God damn, Sigma. You got a boring fight on your hand, bro. Okay, time to use... Oh, right, I don't have the life recover. It's only on 0. Well, gotta be smart then. I have one less mulligan than I thought. Need that health. So I'm getting a little lucky right here. God, gotta clutch it out, gotta clutch it out. Just a little bit more. Gotcha, motherfucker. It's useless. You know it is, X. You can't defeat me so easily. You know you can, X. I have to work for the reconstruction of the world. I have no time to waste on you. If you show up, I'll defeat you. Don't forget you said that. That gives me the motivation to come back again someday. I will star in the worst game in this series. Whew. You did it, X. You defeated Sigma, and you did it without heart tanks. Because that Sigma sucks.
とりあえず終わったな。
そうだな。
X、ゲートを連れて帰ってどうする？こんなダメージじゃ修理しても無駄なだけだ。
分かってるよ。ただエイリアンの同僚だったと思うと放っておけなくて。仲間がいなくなる寂しさは知ってるから余計にね。
心配かけたな。ちょうど迎えが来たようだ。
大丈夫2人とも。ゲートなの？
連れて帰ってきたんだ。X の優しさってやつだ。
ひどいなこりゃ。どうするよ。
エイリアンに任せるよ。余計なことをしたかな。
ありがとう X。 できるだけのことはしてみるわ。
任務完了だな。これでいや、これから長い任務が待っているぞ。みんなで地球を再建しなければ。
何でも直してやるぜ。メカニックとしての腕の見せ所だ。
So Douglas's name was yellow a second ago. Now it's blue.
私はイレギュラー発生率ゼロのプログラムやウイルスを完全にシャットアウトする完璧なプロテクトプログラムを、ゲートに負けないようなプログラムを目指すわ。
みんなで力を合わせてゆっくり確実に歩んでいこ
う。そうだな。長い旅は始まったばかりだ。
今度こそ本当の理想国家を目指すぞ。人間とレプリロイドが平和に暮らせる世界。
I think that's it. That's all you get. Oh man. Oh, okay, first of all, Zero's ending is completely different than that. It is so different. It's so different that I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it in this video. If you want to look it up, go ahead. But I actually want to save that ending for something I might do in the long off future. Because Zero's ending doesn't cap this game off so much as it connects to Mega Man Zero, the first Mega Man Zero game. Which is really weird because the next game in the chronological order is not Mega Man Zero, it's X7. So it's really confusing what happens in Zero's ending, because it's either super not canon, it doesn't actually happen, or it happens at a time far after this game's ending. It doesn't happen like the next day after what we just saw. It happens several years in the future, way after X8 even happens. So that's why I'm not going to put it in this video, and maybe someday if I get around to doing Mega Man Zero, I'll maybe toss it in there at the very beginning to be like, okay, here's what happened to Zero at the weird X6 ending. So that's it. Also, there's a different ending should you go through the entire game and never save Zero, never get him back by defeating the Zero Nightmare. If you do that and you beat the game with X, then the ending is pretty similar. Instead of the whole party there, it's just X and Alia, and I believe X is still holding Gate, and they're having a conversation about the future. And then Zero's there, like Zero's like, you know, eavesdropping somewhere nearby, and he's like, huh, I'll leave things like for you, X, for now, but I'll be back in the near future. And like that's the only difference. So I guess like in a way that ending kind of ties into X7 as well, because you could say that like, oh well, in X6 Zero either comes back and helps you solve the Gate problem, or he comes back in between them and he's a Maverick Hunter again in X7 no matter what. This game is not good. This game isn't good. So I've now played 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all in a row. I know that I've finally, like only recently in real time, decided on like when these are going public. This pattern I've been doing of putting up one game every couple of weeks on Sundays this fall. But I've been recording them all in a row in bunches. And of the last now 5 games I've done in a row, this one is clearly the weak one. This game is so annoying. Like the Reploid rescuing, the design of the levels, just everything about this game. Oh, this screenshot is from that ending I was talking about where you don't save Zero. That's from. So, like, it's just not good. And I think what makes it really annoying is that this game isn't even creative. Like, the next game we're gonna play, X7, which I'm not looking forward to, I think is the worst one in the series. I really, really don't like that game at all. But X7, to its credit, is a little creative. It tries to break the mold. It's the first PlayStation 2 game. It tries to transition the Mega Man X series into 3D gameplay. It tries a lot of stuff. It fails like 95% of the time, but it tries. This game is X6 is just built in the same mode of X4 and 5, but lacking the direction and know-how. Like, oh, this game feels mean. Like, this is the equivalent of like playing some asshole's Super Mario Maker levels versus playing Super Mario World itself. That's what this game feels like. The levels just feel like they're fucking terrible. Like Shark Player's level, the incredibly strong 4 mini bosses in Heatnix's level. It's just, it's just a gauntlet throughout this entire game of bullshit. And I don't like it. I don't like this game, and it sucks. This is the weakest out of the like PlayStation era. I would say it's the weakest so far. Thank God it's over. Also, they give you your codes if you would like to start the game with the cheater stuff, which I did. That's X at the top and 0 at the bottom. So that once you get 0, he'll have the black armor if you enter that second code. Oh, man. It's over. Thank goodness it's over. Thank goodness I wasn't stupid enough to try this in one sitting. I'm sorry if this has been too negative of an experience, because I really like this series. And I played this game a lot when I was young. And back then I was able to forgive it. But not so much anymore. Now it's like, it's really apparent how poorly this game aged compared to X4 and 5. X5 had its problems, its struggles, but nothing that approaches this game. Nothing at all. This is the first like Mega Man X game, not counting like Xtreme and Xtreme 2 on Game Boy Color or whatever, where I'm not like, oh, that's a mediocre Mega Man game compared to like the high bar or the standard, this is the first one where I'm like, nah, that game's mediocre, period. It didn't have to be a sequel. You could separate it from its legacy. That's not a very fun 2D side-scroller. It's just not. And that's really disappointing. Now, what's your reward for getting through all this? Well, playing the 7th game, which I'm just going to be a joy to listen to as I play through one of my nemesis games. A game that I despise so much that if I could, I would round up every retail copy of it in existence and have it jettisoned into space and towards the center of the sun itself. Look forward to it. I will see you all in Mega Man X7.